Good morning, you fuckers. You hear it scrambled?
Yes, please.
Scrambled, you said?
Yep. Look, Cleo. Say hi, world. Say hello to all your fans, Cleo.
A little salt, a little pepper. Got these at Daiso.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Just hooking y'all up. As a pink Bobby Blood shirt. We have bacon today. We're not homeless anymore. As of the 3rd of November, we're not homeless anymore. We're in our house. You want me to cut it?
Yes, please. Say hi, Cleo. Say hi to everyone. Be careful, you're moving like the phone from the vibration.
And it didn't even cut all the way.
Cleo, speak to everyone. Say something. Entertain us.
Sing.
Right? Entertain us, Cleo. What do you guys want to ask Cleo? She'll answer any questions.
Cleo's just doing questions.
She's watching her father cook right now.
I'm making bacon and eggs. Well, bacon and egg.
Right? So I just want one egg.
From which side of the patch you want?
It doesn't matter. Cleo, answer some questions.
We cut our bacon in half. So you get 2 packs of bacon for the price of 1.
Move the phone over more so you can get it.
Oh, well, I was gonna. I'm just pointing to you.
Okay. Alright, leave it on the box.
Bacon.
This is our new humble abode. We had it for a few days, but then we didn't officially move in until yesterday. Because I had to clean and get everything together.
We're cooking 1 egg.
Cleo, say something. Talk to the people now.
How many pieces of bacon should I feed Weep today?
I want like 5.
I'm gonna just get like half a pack.
I'm still recovering from a cold, so sorry if I sound like shit.
We're recovering from being fucking homeless.
That too. But I was also sick.
It took a lot to get here. Throughout everything, God never abandoned us.
You want to get down now? She wants to get down now. She's like, nobody's talking to me, so I'm leaving.
Hot chocolate or sugar?
Coffee? Hot chocolate, please. Nobody wanted to talk to Cleo, so she left. Give me your cat for real. Little Rock. Little Rock.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Okay.
That's the shit Drake was doing in his song. Little Rock.
Oh, hell no. Nobody was talking to her, so she left.
And she felt like she wasn't a star.
Right? Nobody was giving her attention. Nice cat. Thank you. She's on the ledge. I don't know if y'all can see her. She's right here. Nobody wanted to talk to her.
No, salt, a little pepper.
I joined too late. Oh.
Now she's just standing there.
Yeah, she's just right here.
She's being Batman.
She's protecting and watching over everything. Do we need more? I'm seeing if like more lighting. I'm gonna, like open this, but not all the way. I'm gonna open it the other way. How is everybody doing? How old is she? She's only a year old. Her birthday's in June. Right, she's just cleaning herself. Like, Cleo, where is your manners? We are on live. You're sitting here cleaning yourself in front of people.
Don't look at
Right,
her.
don't look at her. Give her privacy.
She's being weird, guys.
Don't look at her. What do you guys think about the election? Oh, hell no. I'm not getting into that.
Here's
right
what
now.
I think about the election.
It's too early for that, right? I
don't
need to
think
eat
about that.
breakfast. I have no opinion on the election.
What do I think about the election? I don't.
What, baby?
Nah, an honest answer is really, I really just don't think about it because those people aren't thinking about us, man.
I feel like we're fucked either way.
None of them is thinking about
The world's
us.
ending either way.
I don't remember the last time any of them called my phone.
Hi, I'm new. Hi.
Hello.
Cleo is taking a drink break. She will be back.
Separating the bacons.
You can eat all that. Like
That's what I'm
Honestly, that's
I'm
all
kind of pulling off the
fat.
meat for you.
I don't like the fatty pieces of bacon.
That's the whole point of bacon.
I know, but I like this piece, these pieces, like the tender part, like, you know.
That makes sense. That's why we'll just get you a bunch of pork belly.
Yeah, yeah. But we couldn't find any pork belly.
Because
What do y'all do? We are entrepreneurs.
we do a little bit of everything from we clean houses, we fix cars together like mechanics and rebuild like everything.
We do
engine to body,
detailing, like cleaning the cars and stuff.
and we cook.
Yeah, we cook. We do like YouTube from time to time, make content. I'll fix that. Thank you. They like their thing.
They're gonna make me cry. That's the most likes I've ever had at one.
You're welcome. I gave you a like. Thank you. We appreciate that.
I'm gonna cook some good stuff for you guys.
But yeah, we do a little bit of everything. I'm trying to open up an online store. I like to make like resin molds and stuff, and I like to crochet. I'm learning how to crochet. I feel like a grandma sometimes. I sound like shit because I'm just getting over a cold, so sorry if I sound terrible. But yeah, we just got our new house, guys. The people who have seen our journey before has known we have been through some shit. It has been hell, but by the grace of God, we made it. Throw all this trash.
Who said that was trash? You just threw away my
Oh,
time.
hush. You could sound better with the cat was with you. They said it would sound better if the cat was with me. She's where is she?
She's right here. And she's exploring the bathroom.
Oh, she's over here. She's still exploring the house. She's still getting accommodated being in here. She's only been in here once before us actually moving in here. Yesterday we spent all day cleaning it up, sweeping, disinfecting everything. I cleaned out the fridge. We kind of like started moving stuff in. We still have a lot to move in. We're not finished yet. But we just went grocery shopping. Just got like a little bit of stuff. Just to start off with. Then we're gonna, once we finish moving the rest of our shit in, we're gonna go grocery shopping and get the rest of like the food that we need for the month. Got this shit just in time before it started getting cold. Well, it was already getting cold, but before it started fucking getting worse. Before we got into the winter. We got 23 people watching, dude.
No. Hi, everybody. I didn't see you there. Don't think I was ignoring you.
How do you like the hat I bought him?
Guys, she got me an Ushanka.
He look good, don't he? Oh, hell no. Little Rock, Arkansas said maybe donating your cat to me would help y'all clean up faster. You're not getting our cat.
I knew it. He was a Western spy.
Right? Try to get our cat. Queen Taxes said yes, slay. They say yes, it slays. With the nail emoji. With the nail finger emoji.
Is this scramble good for you?
Yeah, just cook it a little more.
Okay. I was worried about overcooking it. But I forgot you like rubbery eggs. You don't like runny eggs.
Yeah.
You like your
Just a little runny, but not too runny.
You like to chew your eggs.
Oh, he said, shake my head.
We'll try to make an identical clone. You can have the clone.
Right? We're gonna, when she gets a boyfriend, we'll give one of the kittens to you. Cause she's not spaded at all, or neutered or whatever. So, we're not getting her a boyfriend yet, cause she's too young for that. We'll wait till like another year or so. Let her enjoy being the only cat here, the only child. Because she has been through a lot with us, and she stuck it out, and she's my little warrior. So she deserves the world, and she loved it when we brought her here. She immediately felt comfortable.
Right before the guy even gave us the keys for this thing, she loved the place. So.
Right before he gave us the keys, she was walking around like she owned the place. So we knew after that, like, this was gonna be home for us for the next few years. Pets are so cute. You should give them anything. Yep, I say the same thing. That was my first thing I thought of when we came here. Like, that I can't wait to spoil the hell out of her. Already, like, getting, like, some toys and stuff for her. Already got her some cool treats. I want to get, like, a scratching post for her. And we're going to get the ones that you put on the wall so she can have, like, a wall one. I want to get the fountain, the little drinking thing for the water. I forget what those things are called, but y'all know what I'm talking about for cats.
It's like for moving water.
Yeah, the water thing where it's like the water, so it's not like stagnant water for them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been wanting to get that for her. But I'm so glad. She warmed up to the place. She kind of likes to explore everywhere. She's been like for the past like 20, that hasn't even been 24 hours. I guess for the past like 16 hours. She's been like exploring, walking around everywhere, marking her scent everywhere. But yeah. We got this shit for a steal too. How much we get this shit for again?
Being like a full transparency, we got this shit for 4 G's.
And this was a pretty good deal, honestly, for what it came with. Cause he said they upgraded the fridge and the floors, and we were able to get it for 4,000 flat. And we paid him cash, and he gave us the keys, and we signed the paperwork over to where like the shit's in our name, and we're gonna go to DMV and register everything in our name. And yeah. Not bacon.
So what?
Yeah. Cook that bitch. What the fuck, man? I disinfected that already. Everything's clean in here. We do not waste food. I have a cat. He's so fat and lazy. I love him. I love fat cats. He's trying to make her fat.
Yes. I want her to eat lasagna like Garfield.
But it's not really healthy for cats to be fat. You gotta also make sure they always have like mobility.
Well, I want her to be a chunkamunk.
Right, because if they get too fat and don't like move at all, they can like get sick quicker or something like that, or like they die faster, or like they get like illnesses quicker. Like they can have like a heart attack or something. Like
I just want her to have them gains, bro.
yeah. He just wants her to have a chubby belly.
She needs to have gains.
I had a dog, but he sadly died 3 years ago. I'm so sorry.
So did our pit bull.
So yeah, our pit bull died. It's been about a year, I believe.
That's why I feel you on that.
Yeah, his name was Spanky.
Spanky Doodles.
Spanky Doodles. That was his name. He was such a cool dog.
A pit bull, the most ferocious pit bull you've ever seen, named Spanky Doodles. Whenever somebody breaks into the house, because it would happen often, sadly, because sadly I lived in the ghetto.
Yeah.
I snap my fingers, Spanky Doodles, and everybody's expecting probably a poodle, a chihuahua. And
So his big ass come out.
He just comes out of the small alley behind my house. Well, not behind, but like to the side of it, our walkway. Just drooling on both sides, looking at them. He was a good dog.
They said I have to go soon. Thank you for stopping by. You are welcome to any time.
We're gonna go live more often.
Yeah, we're gonna go live more often. We just haven't been going live or posting at all because we've been busy hustling, trying to get this rig. So, but now that we officially got everything together, and now we're just in the process of just moving in, we'll start posting more and going live more, and just taking everybody on the journey with us. Some people who stopped by have seen us at the beginning, when we were in the garage at that. We started from a lot of different points. We lived in his mom's car. Then we upgraded and got a van.
If you guys thought living in our car was crazy, we were living in a car that wasn't even ours. So every morning, I had to pack it up. I had to only sleep at a certain time because that car was a car that was still in use.
Because I had roommates at the time and we weren't living together. And I decided the day we decided to finally officially live together, we were living in his mom's car.
We'll tell you the raw shit.
Yeah.
We started in a car that wasn't ours.
And then we made a little money because we were working, and we upgraded and got a van for ourselves. It was those little, I guess a minivan, those little.
It was like an Astro van.
It was an Astro van.
You guys know what a GMC Safari is or a Chevy Astro. It was one of those. 1990.
Oh, I have to go. We'll try to find you later. Bye. Bye.
Have a good day.
Be safe in the world.
Is this bacon cooked enough for you?
What, baby? What? She's meowing. I'm gonna bring her. Come here.
She wants to be in the camera. So.
Right? She wants the attention. She's like, what are you guys talking about? You guys are talking without me. Say hi, Cleo. Say hi, everyone, to our beloved daughter. Say hi. She don't know what's going on. She smelled the bacon. She's going crazy. Just get RV. Oh, she wants to jump down again. Just get an RV and live the RV. That's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what this is. We are in an RV. He said just get an RV and live the RV life. That's exactly what we're doing.
This is our third day of the RV. Well, our third day of owning one, but this is our first day living in it.
Officially in it, yeah.
Yeah, she is confused because she's like, this is a bigger car than I'm used to sleeping in.
What, baby? What's wrong?
What, baby?
What? 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 What's going on? You want to jump up here? You want to be up here?
But they're like, she was just letting us know. Good girl. She's the cutest. Finn! I missed you.
I'll get back to the story in a bit. I'm doing
Finn,
something.
I'm so glad you stopped by, bro. We're not homeless anymore. We have
See?
we have an RV.
People, I'm telling you, some people have been on a journey from when we were in the car.
We're making breakfast for the first time in our new home. We have an RV now. I'm excited.
He said yes.
No, Finn was there when we were in the car.
I'm gonna say Finn was there, man. I'm telling you. He saw us when we were at our worst.
We were bad, man. Like.
He said, sorry, my bedtime is 8:30. You're all good.
It's okay.
I'm telling you, we said we were.
Is this cooked enough for you now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna open this window a little more.
Don't put your arm over the fire.
I know. I'm not putting it over the fire.
You gonna open it?
Yeah.
Okay. I always confuse myself. I always think, okay, one of them's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. But turning it to the right opens it. Left closes it. So it's lefty-tighty, righty. Open that shit.
How did you have this?
Open my shit out.
I'm sorry.
I didn't have it like that, but
Yeah, it will work.
that'll work.
No, it's just the smoke and stuff. I think the smoke from the bacon was bothering her, so I just opened a little bit more windows. Just a little bit. We have 40. I just saw 40. It just went down to 35. But I just saw 45 people.
45 of my little ones.
Mm-hmm. But back to the story, what I was going. We started in his mom's car when we officially moved in together. And then we hustled up because we were cleaners at the time, cleaning people's houses and stuff. And then we upgraded to an Astro van, and we ended up getting a blow-up mattress, and we were sleeping in the back of it. And in the back doors, we had a kitchen set up, and he made a kitchen in the back with some wood for like a counter basically. And we had
I like how you tell the story because you tell like how it needs to be told, and I was gonna be like, we woke up that morning. with $0 in our pocket. Like I was gonna every last detail, and I like how you can make it concise. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
You're good, baby.
I just thought that was funny.
But yeah, we got an Astro van. He made it into the back into the kitchen, and we lived in that for like a few months until the police took it from us, and then we had to move into his family's garage, and we were staying in his garage or their garage for like a year, or like at least 10 months to a year, almost a year. And then we ended up getting kicked out because his family hated me because I'm black. So, and they think, hang on. And they think that black and Mexicans don't belong together. So they kicked us out, and we ended up being homeless in our car. Before we got kicked out though, we ended up upgrading our car again. When we lost the Astro van, we ended up upgrading. That's when we got the coupe, the BMW two-door that you have seen us in before. But we had that car, and they ended up kicking us out because they didn't like us together, and they kept calling me the hard ER. Y'all know that word. So yeah. And we left, and we decided to be homeless, living in our car, didn't putting up with that bullshit. So we was homeless in our car for all the way up until now, basically. Also, we got a new car too. We got a 7 Series BMW. Also, we still have the coupe, but we upgraded and got the 4-door 7 Series. So now 750 Li. 750 Li. What year is it?
It's a 2011.
It's a 2011.
It's an older one.
It's an older one. So yeah. So now we went from homeless to having nothing to having 2 BMWs and a house on wheels. So
we're gonna travel everywhere.
We're gonna travel everywhere and go back to Pennsylvania to see my family. And let me read some of the comments because I haven't been reading any of them. I'm sorry. Congratulations. Homelessness is rough. You seem like you deserve the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're gonna make me cry over here.
His name, Dang Bang Titty Swang. That's his name.
Dang Bang Titty Swang.
Titty Swang. Titty Swang. Like titties. That's an awesome name. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
That's a great name. I'm gonna name my first son that.
Oh my gosh, Little Rock, Arkansas still at it. The smoke from the bacon wouldn't be bothering her if you would just donate her to me. Just help a brother out so my cat can have a friend. Aw, I'm so sorry. I would, but I love my baby too much. I love my baby too much. She just jumped off the fucking bed too. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. Hi again. Oh my god, my cousin answered that. Dismissed. Yeah, that's what my mom. Oh, that's what my mom thinks too. Pat sis is back. Hello. Damn shit looking up. Good looks. It's 5 years younger than me. The car. It's older than me. Sorry, I forgot. I have a question. What is your question? That's Finn, right? Yeah.
Is it model train?
Yeah. Okay, Finn has a question.
Ask my son.
But yeah, that was our journey. And we went from nothing and having no home, having no cars, to having 3 now, I guess. 3 cars and a house.
And before, anyway.
How old is this channel? Honestly, I think it's like a year or two.
Probably a little over a year old.
I'm gonna say you made this channel official when we were in the garage.
Yeah. We haven't been around here long. It's been a short time.
Yeah, it hasn't. This channel's not that old. It's honestly like either a year or maybe 2 now. Gang Bang Titty Swing said, I was homeless for quite a while too. I understand. I understand. Definitely glad y'all are getting somewhere now. Having that RV should set you two up with enough comfort to keep moving forward. I appreciate that, man. And
Yeah,
you
'cause
100% right.
honestly, last night was probably the first night in a while I slept through the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, it's really, this whole journey, it really showed me all the small things we take for granted throughout everyday life. That's why whenever I hear somebody complain while I was at work, I was just like, man, these people sometimes don't know how good they have it.
I'm gonna say we were homeless still, and he was working at Arco while we were still homeless, and
Arco, by the way, who fired me for being homeless.
yeah. But jokes on them. We ended up prospering in the end.
And when you have a better life is really crazy when you end up with a better car than the manager that fires you for being homeless.
Right?
Not to flex money or nothing like that, but it was just she looked down on us so bad when she found out we were homeless.
And she blamed me because I had to stay in the car because, like, where the fuck else was I gonna go? We lived in the car, so I had to stay in the car. And she said she fired him because of me being in the car.
I'll show you guys. Like I have that in a text, so hopefully
She
I
sent
can
it to
sue for
yeah.
that.
I said we already talked to our attorney and everything. They said that we can sue for that. So that's discrimination, you know. Also, Dang Bang Titty Swing said, I like your hat. It's very shabby.
My wife got it. It's called.
I got it for
Sean.
him.
It's very warm. I haven't actually taken it off since she got it. And we got this.
He's
like,
half
middle of
Russian,
October.
so if he looks like a Russian wearing it, it's because he is. Don't feel bad for us, Finn. Please don't, because, like, it's life. Life is going to throw stuff at you. You just got to really just take it in and just be strong and go through it. And have God by your side, too.
You have that soda can. Okay, perfect. Don't want to pour bacon grease down the drain. I do want to.
Getting fired for being homeless is disgusting. I hope you're happier now. Suits him well. He said the hat suits you well. Whoa. It's not gonna melt it?
No, it's metal. It shouldn't melt it.
I'm gonna say I hope it doesn't, but, like, you know how they make these cans. They make them cheap.
That's why I was pouring it a little by little.
But yeah, we went through a lot. It's been a hell of a few years, you know. Ever since we got married, like, it's been a lot. And with dealing with the police harassing us, taking our whips, taking our cars, harassing us for being homeless, but, like, we were still
really
working.
Got to the point where we really saw. I see why people run from the police here.
Yeah. And then, like, the people, and it's like a 50-50 with it, because I see why people treat homeless people like shit too, because the tweakers make it bad for the rest of us. The motherfuckers that sitting there getting high all day, screaming, not doing anything, panhandling. And then people who are, like, everyday people get it confused on the difference between, you know, they take tweakers like that and then put us all as a collective and say it's all homeless people. And that's why we get treated like shit. The people who actually work and want to better their lives, they just happen to not have a home. That's why they get treated badly, because the people like that who don't want to do nothing with their lives and just want to get high all day or get drunk all day and not do anything.
Fucking roam.
Yeah, and roam and just roam all around. They make it bad for the rest of us. And then I see why, like, people treat all homeless people like that as a collective, because you low-key, you can't tell the difference. You don't know who's on bullshit and who's actually trying to better their lives. And it's hard to tell the difference nowadays. So, like, I see both sides. I see the both sides, and I can speak on that from being homeless herself. I can speak, and having a home at one point, I can speak on both sides. I feel, because I see it.
Right? Because just how I've boxed, literally, physically, with dozens of them in our journey.
Sorry, I
We've
won't
also-
swear as much.
We've also helped many of them on our journey. I don't have any hatred for them because I'm them, but my thing is, if you're like a full-grown man and you're like, I'm 24, so if you're older than me and you're just as healthy as me, where you can stand, you can walk, if you have the nuts and you have the energy to panhandle all day long, because we've had places where we'll be sleeping there, pull up at 10, after 10 at night, and sometimes if we're able to, just to recover from the day, we'll stay there for about a 24-hour stint at a time. So in that 24 hours, I'll see the same ones walk out to our car. Hey man, you got a dog? You got something to smoke? Can I get a cigarette? No. Not because I think smoking is bad. You guys know me. I smoke like a chimney. A broken one at that. It's the fact that I'm not out here with my hand out. Oh, can you, as my fans, as my viewers, can you give me money so I can smoke and do my stupid shit I want to do? No, I got off my ass and I worked. Sorry, but yeah, we worked hard. And that's my point. Whenever I'm checking any last one of them, because I'm never picking on somebody smaller than me. You guys think I'm huge at 6'6". I'm checking people 6'8", 7 feet tall, all the time. Big dudes. Because if you're healthy enough to go up to people all day long in the hot sun when it's triple-digit heat, because it gets hot out in Cali. If you can panhandle in triple-digit heat all day long, why don't you get a job where you can work at the AC? In the middle of the heat, when you know, I was able to score a job working in the cooler, so I wasn't having to boil. That saved half of our equation.
Right, I had to cuss out this one dude because we seen him like all the time. He's always at the places where we be parking at, and all he does all day is he'll come up and ask for weed, he'll ask for a cigarette, and then he'll ask for money. And every single time he'll ask all three of those questions, we give him the same answer. No, we don't have nothing to give you. I don't even smoke cigarettes. Like, come on now, like, get away from me with that. And it's like, I don't know, like, if you can sit there for hours of the day asking people for handouts, why can't you ask for a job application? You know?
We did.
A job application like how we did. How we had to get up at before 6 in the morning. We had to get up at 4 or 5 to be at where we need to be before 6, you know?
And that just makes me so ashamed of my fellow man, because that just shows me that out of all the people in the world we bump into and all of the people that choose to just take the loser way and just, oh, I'll accept defeat, I'll just make a couple pennies a day. You mean to tell me that this tiny girl right here
You see how small I
has
am.
more heart than a lot of these grown men out here? That's crazy to me.
I was sitting here lifting fireplaces with
We're
him,
lifting
couches, lifting bed frames, putting together stuff. We built a grotto together from scratch
for someone else.
for someone else.
And a gazebo.
And a gazebo too.
Gazebo.
What is it? What did I say? A grotto.
Grotto.
That's what I meant. A gazebo.
Gazebo.
I'm too sucked into it. No, because like that's how, like, you know, we build so much. There was the times where, like, you know, we had to get up at the crack of dawn and put a whole garage together. We had to fix a whole garage door.
We've done a lot of odd jobs to make it that.
We did stuff on Craigslist. Like, that's how, like, dedicated to work we wanted. Like, if we couldn't find work anywhere else, we would go on Craigslist and find,
You know how bad you want to work when you're looking for odd jobs and gigs on Craigslist.
Right? Dang Bang Titty Swing said too. I meant to read this. He said, sorry, the bus was driving by. He said, yeah, majority of people here homeless and assume it's because of drugs or whatnot. Not understanding some people genuinely go through shit, having family issues, and plays a big part sometimes as well. Yeah, exactly. That was our case. We have family issues, and
sometimes,
you know,
things don't work out.
Some things, yeah, exactly. That was literally our thing. We had family issues, and they didn't want us there no more because They said if he didn't leave me, he couldn't be there no more, and he didn't want to leave me, so we both had to go.
Because I
So
wasn't about to, oh, so I still got a place, but my girl doesn't?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Just bye, babe.
yeah,
Come on, guys. You see
yeah.
this? You
I'm
see
sorry.
this? Not to sound like a booty hole, but like, damn, man.
Right?
Y'all have seen what we've been through this year.
And we only had each other.
You don't find women like, you don't find people like I said. She's got more heart, she got more guts than a lot of men I grew up with. I grew up in the hood where everybody decides, oh, I'm a gangbang. I'm gonna do some stuff that's gonna get me 25 in life. Where everybody got nuts to do stuff like that. She got more guts than all of them. And that's really crazy.
Dang bang titty swing said, ever considered smoking spin? I didn't know y'all call it that. It's weed and tobacco. We call it, what do y'all call it? When it's weed and tobacco?
Spliff.
A spliff. Yeah, we call it a spliff.
I like spins. I roll my
Here in
weed.
Australia, oh, that's where it is. Australia, majority smoke it like that.
I roll mine with
We call it a
tobacco.
spliff here.
I roll
but-
my
but-
blunts with tobacco.
But also too, we call it in East Coast. What did we call it? What did I say we called it down back at home? Because we called it a different name.
That's normal.
I know. We called it a different name back at home. Because a spliff to us in East Coast is a long joint. Because in UK, that's what they call their joints, a spliff.
Yeah, spliff is a long joint because it's got tobacco.
But they don't have tobacco. Like in there, I thought like it was just strictly weed. Or it could have been. They could have had tobacco in it. Because in the British shows I used to watch, they used to always say, "Let's smoke a spliff," and it was always weed.
Do I look
But it could have been mixed with tobacco. That's probably why.
British? Do I look British?
Jacob said, "What's up? What's up, Jacob?" I love that your woman is your home.
You said my woman is my home.
Dang bang titty swing said that your woman is your home. Yeah.
She really is.
I kind of like reformed him a little bit.
It's crazy you say that because she does like stuff a lot to a lot of people that similar to a lot of people I've lost in my life that it really is, it recreates that feeling like I never lost them.
Yeah, before we met a few years ago, he was a street dog. He was like always in the streets doing hood shit, you know? And
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
he wasn't
I
a
was
good
a hood rat.
right? He wasn't a good person, as you can say.
Don't say that, but yeah.
And I guess in like regular society's
I
eyes.
was evil. but
Not
strong.
he wasn't doing like bad shit, but like in regular like if like
I was
typical
doing
person.
bad shit, guys. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat.
Okay. I don't know how to explain him, but like he wasn't a bad person, but like he wasn't going out doing good shit and just because either, you know.
I wasn't evil though,
Yeah, but he wasn't doing shit out of just spite and evil.
but I was a little bit of a villain.
Right? He was
A
just
lot.
crazy. He was just crazy as shit. So excuse my language. I'm sorry. I won't cuss as much. I'm trying to fix that. But yeah, I reformed him. I taught him how to do laundry. And I taught him how to clean up after himself properly and to not throw stuff on the floor,
And now I can live inside now.
right? And not to ash our blunts. He'll ash the blunt just anywhere. Now I got him to ash it in an ashtray. So, you know, it took a while, but you know, I got him to be and feel comfortable being himself again. Because for a long time he could not be himself because of the life he was living. So I came into his life and I just wanted the best for him. I wanted to benefit him, his life in any way possible to make sure like he can be happy. And his family did not like that, and they thought his family and his neighbors tried to kill us and kill me because they said I was tearing him apart from everyone when I wasn't. But nobody was talking to him anyway before I came into the picture. But then when I came into the picture, all of a sudden now y'all want to get close, and I'm tearing him apart from everyone.
That's what
So
I'm saying. Everybody hated me before.
everybody hate and would say that to him all the time.
Like,
Even when
openly.
even when I first like met him, before like we officially started dating, they were openly saying how much he was a piece of shit and a deadbeat. So it's like, how did I ruin y'all's relationship when y'all didn't even like him to begin with, you know? So I don't know. But I wanted the best for him, and I really tried. And then when we got married, all hell broke loose. They really got pissed because they knew like it was official and I wasn't going anywhere. So, and they knew too that like he was gonna choose me over them. So, because I was the only one for the past few years, especially the past 3 years. It's been really fucking hell. And we've been through a lot of shit. He was getting harassed by the police every fucking day.
Got me out of jail.
I must say, I got him out of jail. Like, come on now.
Miraculously, when they finally got me over some nonsense, they tried to arrest me for a gun that I didn't have. Which, the gun, in their brains, on their report, the gun they found ended up being, in reality, it was an expandable baton that I had to have a permit to carry. If I was having it on my person, it didn't have it on my person. They found it in the car, and I was using it as a tool, as a hood prop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I carry, instead of an 18-inch expandable baton, because I need a permit for an 18-inch aluminum expandable baton, guys. For an 18-inch aluminum expandable baton, I need a permit or I'll go to jail. What I carry now in place of that is a 24-inch, half-inch ratchet expandable from Harbor Freight, chrome vanadium steel. I don't need a permit to carry that. I need a permit to carry an aluminum fucking twig. But I don't need a permit to carry chrome vanadium steel 24-inch bat foldable because it's a tool. So, you know, that's another story. But yeah, I got it on the technicality, and
I got him out of jail because they lost his file, and if I didn't go in the day I did, they was gonna keep him longer.
They didn't lose the file. What happened was I had court for that Monday.
That's what they told me. They lost it.
No, and then they had come up with some bullshit saying that they lost my file and I wasn't gonna have court until the following day, and they kept dragging that out and dragging it out. Every morning it was the following day. Oh. They
kept saying like his court day was the next day to keep him in there longer, but then they found out. Then they realized that I kept coming every day and calling in and checking up on him to see where the fuck. See where the hell he was. I keep cussing. I'm sorry. It's a force of habit, but seeing where he was, and they realized that there was somebody who was worried about his whereabouts, basically, and worried about him. And once they kept getting annoyed from me, constantly calling and trying to track him and stuff like that, they finally gave me his details, and like they finally gave him his court date, and he was able to see a judge and stuff. And of course they do it the day they don't tell me, because they told me they were going to do it on a certain date, but they ended up doing it the day before. I don't know. They tried so hard to get us to not find each other, but I ended up finding out where he was and where they kept him at, and like what jail thing he was at. Also, we are husband and wife. We are married. But yeah. Dang Bang Titty Swing said, got my subscribe. Y'all are chill, but I'm heading to bed. It's almost 2 a.m. here.
Get some rest, man.
Alright, get some rest. Thank you for stopping by, though. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the subscribe, too. Honestly, we gonna subscribe to my brother's back. Mm-hmm. We got y'all. Y'all chill, too. We like the audience. This nigga says, so glad we got Trump.
Trump?
Yes.
He's talking about some Trump.
Right? Where did he come from? We not talking about Trump, my boy.
What you know about my boy Trump?
No, don't talk about him because they're gonna bring up the elections again.
Alright. And that's the last we're gonna speak on it. Next subject, everybody. I can finally have all the cheese I want without worrying about it growing mold. Normally, mold on cheese isn't a bad thing.
Wait, what day? Today's the 5th, huh? That's why. Okay, that's why everybody's talking about it.
Oh, because it's tomorrow.
No, it's today, my nigga. Today's the
thought
day
it
to
was
vote. It's the 5th.
That's what I'm saying. I thought the thing was the sixth.
Today's the thing, like to vote in person. I think.
Well, you know what do you want to drink? Coffee?
I said hot chocolate. He said y'all mad or something. We're not mad about Trump, my boy.
No.
Nobody mad.
Not at all. Not. Why would I want to be mad? I just don't like talking about stuff that people like to argue about. But no, we're not against them. We're not for them. We're like, I'm an off the grid person, so stuff like that doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? But no man. Please don't think we're mad either. Like, I didn't mean to shut the question down so rudely. I know I was a little bit of a dick about it. I'm sorry.
It's just funny how like it just was random because we was talking about something completely different, and
It just I didn't know what to respond.
Right, and all I read is so glad we got Trump, and I was like, whoa, like
That's what I
we
was.
was talking about shit. But it just chocolate. I'm gonna piece it.
But here's how I feel about Trump. When Trump was
You
president,
made it so perfect.
when Trump was president, I wasn't homeless.
Just saying.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I'm gonna say.
When Trump was president, I had an actual paying a good job. I was actually fixing decent cars. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm just, the world changed, and that's the change that happened. So I'm with you. I'm glad we got Trump. I'm not for or against anybody. I'm just speaking the facts. When he was in office, I was in home. And I remember that very distinctly. You really remember when you're in a home and then when you like have to sleep outside? You remember that. You tend to remember that. So yeah, I'm on your side, pal. Trust me. A lot of people wouldn't understand that. That's why I don't like to speak on that, because a lot of people would just, oh,
Trump's racist.
You like Trump?
Trump's racist. You support racism.
That means you're racist. What are you talking? When did he say anything racist?
When did I say I was for anybody?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not part of nothing.
That's what I'm saying. No, and that's like, it just opens up so many windows to argument. I'd rather not deal with it. Like right now, I just spent like a good 5 minutes
talking about it.
explaining it so people wouldn't.
This is
get
why I don't like
offended.
politics.
It's just something that people can get offended at so easy that,
And I don't know why.
like, they're people that don't even know you, bro.
Why are we getting so offended off of what other people decide and like their opinions? Like everybody's gonna have their own opinion, their own thought process, you know. People's gonna believe what they can believe, and you know, there's no point of trying to force to convince somebody. Why take that energy, you know, out of your day to
That's
try to
what I'm
convince somebody who doesn't even matter, you know?
People believe in flat Earth. I let people believe in Kamala. I let people believe in Donald Trump. Like, people believe in flat Earth, man. People believe in the Big Bang Theory. People will believe in the Big Bang Theory.
People believe in the universe.
People believe in the Big Bang Theory, but they won't accept God exists. Yeah, sure, we all came, okay, one day the stars weren't there, and then out of nowhere an explosion came, and then everything that we exist in now happened after that explosion. We accept that as an answer for the universe, but, oh, God made it? No, impossible. There's a lot of people that are stupid in this life.
But we cannot judge.
Right? I was like, that's
We
not our
cannot
place to judge.
Yeah.
Oh, look, if I point it like this, we have a mirror, I think. There's my cheese, guys.
Oh yeah, look, I am. I'm on the mirror. We're about to eat breakfast, you guys.
2-pound brick of pepper jack. I like the generic stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta warm up. We're not gonna eat breakfast yet, guys. I have to warm up the hot chocolate.
Alright, we can while it's like...
I have to starve until I make the hot chocolate.
No, I don't do that. They're gonna think I abuse you.
I've been blinking for help in Morse code, everybody. But nobody's listening. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's such a good. So Hot Rod Truck said that's so right. Everyone believes in the ice age, but no one wants to admit the flood. But how did the water get there to freeze?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
My boy's using his brain follicles.
No, see now you guys are gonna get me going on this shit. Like I don't like to.
Theories.
I used to not like to talk about. Not that I didn't like talking about God, but I just don't like to discuss religion. Is the thing because that's another thing people get offended.
I'm gonna say that's another thing people get offended with.
And I live in a city where everybody's offended. Everybody's entitled. Don't blink too hard. Man, I live in a city. Me and my wife, we live in a city where we parked in the shade one time to eat lunch. We parked in the shade to eat lunch. It was one of the only shady spots. You know, I'm parked right at the last spot to the red zone where you can't park. I'm parked right up on the red to get in the shade. This fucking asshole in a Tesla. I'm sorry for saying that. This butthead in a Tesla. Not that Teslas are bad cars. A lot of them just have bad drivers, much like BMWs. But I'm one of the guys in the Beamer that I'm chill, guys. I will let you cut me off because it's just safer that way. You can cut. Anyways, we'll get to that. We're parked in the shade eating lunch. He's trying to back into the spot behind us that a motorcycle couldn't even fit into the parking spot behind us. I'm telling you, we're at like the last spot. We parked in the shade. After like 10 minutes of struggling, he wants to pull up next to us. Oh, could you guys move out of that spot so I could park? And like, me and my wife looked at each other like, did he really just ask that? I was like, no. I was like, what do you mean move? Like, yeah, could you just move so I could park there? I'm like, but we're parked here.
Why?
Yeah, we said why. And this motherfucker just looks at us, oh, because it would really help me a lot. I'm like, yeah, it would really help you, but don't you think, like, it was a petty thing. Could I have moved so he would have parked? Yeah, but you know how it is when like you park in a shady spot and you know you parked in a shady spot so the sun's not in your face and you can enjoy lunch. I was like, we're gonna be here 20 minutes, bro. Oh, because it would really help me. Well, sorry, like we're kind of enjoying lunch here, sir. Like no can do. And he wants to throw his hands in the air, like, oh, like really? So like you can't get like that? And I was like, no, like I can't move, bro. Like I don't know if you see us enjoying lunch. The fact that I have to explain we're eating lunch when you see Burger King bags all over the dashboard when we're living in the car. The fact that you have to explain that to somebody, that just shows the disconnect with the people out here. They don't understand the concept of, some people eat in their cars. Some people live in them. It's just how life happens. And, oh, move so I can park there. We're enjoying lunch in the shade. You're going to park your car and walk away. You don't want to come back to a hot car? Gee. Genius.
How do you think we feel when sitting in the car?
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be in the car. You want your car to not be hot when you come back. Gee, genius. What do you think we're doing here? Not wanting to burn up a wheat lunch. I'm sorry it took so long to say that. I feel like I repeated it myself a lot, but
he's learning how to explain stories better.
These people are just nuts. No, there's no thought process at all.
There's no survival skills either.
No, literally, I'm doing a U-turn in the RV yesterday. This dude was about to walk out into the street right in front of me, looking at his phone. Puts his phone away immediately after he realizes, like, yeah, dude, like, you almost got squished. Like, I was going 2 miles per hour doing the thing. I was going to slow down. I stopped. But just, like, I stopped and we look at each other. Like, bro, get off your phone. You're in the middle of the road. You didn't even realize you walked into the street until just now. That's crazy. I need them BK onion rings. Bro!
Tell me why that's just what he ate too.
That's just I had the 2 for $5 Whopper Juniors, and what I do is I make myself a little Big Mac out of them. Collaborating. So you get the 2 for $5 Whopper Juniors. You take the bottom bun off of one, and you just throw everything up on top. I take the tomatoes and lettuce from the one because she doesn't like the vegetables in them because I make her buns soggy, and I kind of like them soggy. So I take her vegetables out of her Whoppers. So I'll have double vegetables in my Whoppers. And I'll stack them on top of each other. In that middle layer, instead of removing the buns, I just put sauce and onion rings. Boom! It's delicious. It's the best calm I've ever had, and especially since I use Hidden Valley Ranch. Hidden Valley Ranch and the Jack in the Box Buttermilk Ranch are like my 2 favorite ranches. And those onion rings.
Look, we have 105 people. We have 105 people.
The onion rings smack.
Look at this delicious milk that costs $7. It's really good though.
Have you guys ever bought this milk? This is Brojuries. Brojuries milk. It has this cow on it. The lady at the store told us that, like, it's pretty pricey, honestly. This is the most expensive milk I've ever bought in my life.
$7.
$7, but it's because the company has like a deposit. Sierra says deposit, rinse, and return.
You can bring back the bottle and they'll give you like
they
points.
charge $2 for the glass.
Congratulations.
This is really good milk.
Thank
this
you.
is like, I've never had milk taste like this. Like, I don't think I can go back to just normal milk. You want me to warm this one up for your hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay then, because I had.
I
Where's
thought the
the-
other one was on. I didn't see it in there.
I just have the other one right now. What the heck? Okay.
Oh, it was right here.
It's not really a whole lot. Want me to mix it?
That. Yeah, mix it. Yeah.
Oh, you tell me you don't want that.
It want the bougie milk.
Yeah, I get you $7 milk if you don't know how to act.
Bougie milk.
Did you see me rinse this out?
Yeah, you just washed it.
Okay, yeah, I know. I scrubbed it, but did I rinse it after I scrubbed it?
I think so.
Okay.
Right? Audience, did y'all see him rinse it? It is chocolate milk. It's chocolate.
Did you guys see me rinse the pot? I know that's such a stupid question, but like I genuinely forgot, and I don't know if I just poured chocolate milk onto soap.
I thought you rinsed it.
Okay, I think I rinsed it too because I would have seen more soap. I see soap already here, like I
Yeah.
poured soap out.
We smoke a lot. I'm sorry.
And then our life has been so freaking crazy this year.
Right.
I'm just so happy at like.
We've been really discombobulated, moving and getting here and
Right,
getting all our whips here too.
We'll know if it has soap in the milk if it starts bubbling. Rewind the tape. I gotta
Rewind the
end
tape.
I would have to end the live, and then YouTube processes it, and then I would have to wait like 4 to 12 hours. So I might have to wait until tomorrow to find out. I'm gonna just. It's faster if I take a sip. If it starts bubbling up, if the bubbles don't pop after I boil it, then yeah, it had soap in it. If it bubbles aggressively, yeah.
Hit it with the whisk and see if it makes bubbles.
I like that. That's a good idea instead of waiting for it to boil.
Right? See, like I'm telling you,
I love you guys so much.
we're discombobulating. I think it's just bubbles from the milk.
Yeah, I was like,
itself.
bubbles milk. I was like, the soap bubbles kind of have a rainbow to them.
Yeah.
This is just milk fast. See how fast it's popping?
Yeah. Okay. You taste it.
I'm trying to get more light. Okay. Okay, then that was just the water from like it being wet. I just saw like the milk.
Thank
water
you for that. You have solved our
You
problems.
saved the day. I kind of have to boil this now.
What is said, hopefully everything will keep on getting better for y'all. Thank you.
You guys are gonna make me cry. I never had people care about me like that. Like my mom cares, of course, but like
We never had
I never-
more than one person really care
right?
about us.
I was like, I never had like someone care about me that wasn't related to me by blood. So if it's like I don't react,
it's weird.
if I don't react like a normal person would when you guys say stuff, it's because a lot of times it's like the first time in my life it's being said to me. I don't mean to like just like trauma dump on you guys. I'm just being 100%. So if you see me like, oh, hey, I said something, he didn't respond. I'm still processing it because a lot of times it's the first time somebody said
I'm
something.
gonna say he hasn't had to process his emotions in a long time. So when I came into his life, him accommodating back to normal emotions again kind of like, you know, it's new to him. So like it takes him a minute to really process the emotions cuz he's not emotionless, but he doesn't feel emotions like normal people.
Man, a lot of times it's my first time feeling that. 'Cause I'm like, what is this? You guys, look what she got me. This is the stuff I'm
He
talking
said, "Man, drink that." It's his twin. I got it for him too. We got our first Squishmallow in our house. We got that from Daiso. If you guys want cute Squishmallows and cute stuff, go to Daiso.
She got me this, and I was like, what's this feeling in my chest? You're killing me.
I've never felt love before. Meow. 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 Say hi. She's like, what is happening? I got nothing in my brain.
I like how you did that as I started making this dance. That's funny. Yeah.
Every time I look, don't mind Cleo.
Stuffy.
Cleo, our cat, she's a little cross-eyed, okay? So if she always looks confused or like her eyes just look a little weird, she's a little slow, okay? So her baby's special. That's why I love her so much. And like I even though like she's my therapy animal, I'm her therapy human. Like she has anxiety and
You guys
stuff.
ever thought of that?
I'm her therapy human. She suffers from a lot of anxiety, and I guess like the previous owners, because we got her for free, because some lady didn't want her no more. She couldn't keep her no more because she was in an apartment and the landlord said she couldn't keep the cat. So she ended up giving her to us, and we noticed that like she has a lot of PTSD because the previous lady locked her up in cages a lot and locked her up in dark places because she was always traveling and going on planes and always taking Cleo with her, and will lock her up in the, you know, the bottom duck pen, and you know where the animals, where they keep the luggage and stuff at the bottom, that's where they were keeping her at. So she has a lot of anxiety being locked up in places and being cooped up in like small stuff, and like she has a lot of anxiety, and our vet said like she suffers from anxiety and a little bit of PTSD. So like she clings on to me really hard because she knows me as her mom. So like she's always with me. Look at her. Look at her. But yeah, she deals with like a lot of anxiety, but like with us, like we try to make her as comfortable as possible because our baby has suffered a lot. And she's been through so much. But yeah, she's like a little cross-eyed. It doesn't do it all the time, but like sometimes her eye like goes to the left. But she looks even more cute when it does that. And like sometimes like she doesn't use her brain. Sometimes she'll get up and just walk right into something and hit her head, and you know, I just think she's just a little slow. But she's still our baby. Say hi to everyone.
She's our little smooth brain.
Our little smooth brain. She lost her collar. I gotta get her a new one. Say hi, Cleo. Say hi to everyone. Look how beautiful she is. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are so beautiful. That's why that milk is so expensive, because chocolate milk cows are so real. Like chocolate milk cows are so rare. He's funny.
That would honestly, if they told me that at the store for why it was that price, I would have accepted that as an explanation.
Right. Talk to the people, Cleo. Let them see your beauty face. Meow. Meow. Oh my gosh, can you just meow for me one time? Can you just meow for the camera? Oh my goodness, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to meow for the camera. Can you meow, please? Nope, nope, she doesn't want to. She's walking away from me now. She said, screw you guys. You guys want to use me. Right? You gotta pay these bills, Cleo. You don't do nothing. You better be on camera. All she does is just eat, sleep, poop. Don't do nothing. She better pay these bills and be on this camera. We're making hot chocolate. Look at him getting fancy, making whatever he's making.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm over here looking up like, who's cooking?
You.
I'm making McGriddles or McMuffins. I forget which. The one that's not sweet, that has the English muffin, will probably McMuffin. The one with the muffin.
Look at our height difference. Look how big he is compared to me. People be thinking he's my dad.
It's funny because I go in sometimes to the tobacco shop and she comes in right behind me because we're only a few months apart. She has her ID, I don't. So my idea with that is I'm older than her. If she shows her ID and everybody knows we're married, one can only assume, oh wow, if you're 20, this guy's definitely old enough to buy this stuff.
That's your good.
Yeah. So I would think they would safely assume.
Sorry, we just heard somebody scream.
They're working out outside.
Oh, they're working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what was I saying?
When people think you're my dad.
Oh yeah. So I go into the tobacco shop because, like I said, I smoke like a chimney a lot. You know, I only smoke weed. When I get my blunts, I bring her in. Since I don't have my ID to show I'm over 21, she is. So I would assume, hey, oh wow, your wife's at least 21. That's your wife. Oh, you're definitely old enough, sir. It's my assumption. Instead of doing the sensible thing and just, hey, can you buy it for me, my love?
I have my ID. He doesn't. He has to get his from. He just ordered his from
So
DMV.
the guys always working there. They always look at me like I'm some dirt bag bringing my kid in. And it's like they've outright refused to sell to me a couple of times. I'm like, why, bro? Like, come on. And they're like, you bring your kid in here. What's wrong with you? I'm like, where do you see my child? I don't even have kids.
We don't even have kids at all.
I have my kid in here. I didn't even know I had kids.
No, like.
And then they'll look at me even dirtier, like. You don't even recognize you own children? No, dude, I don't have kids. This is my wife.
No, they're like, we'll come in, he'll try to pay for something, and they'll ask for his ID, and he'll be like, well, I don't have it, but I have my wife's ID, and he'll, like, show mine, but they think I'm his kid, so they think they think the wife that he's talking about is not there at all, and I'm the kid, and he brought his kid in. And he's just using his wife's ID, not knowing it's my ID. And they'll look at him all crazy, like, you can't pay for it, she has to. And I'll walk up behind him and be like, oh, if I have to pay for it, I'm right here. And they'll look at me and be like, well, I need your ID. And I'm like, motherfucker, you have it. Like, you have it already. That's my ID. And then they'll be like, oh, that's you? Oh, I'm sorry. Like, come on now. I know I look like a kid, but come on now. I don't look like that young.
She just took care of herself and does skincare. You never heard of skincare?
It's called jeans. Good jeans. Sorry. I get this from my family.
I thought it was called a romper. I'm kidding. I'm not that stupid, guys.
I know. He said I gotta bounce when I subscribe. See ya.
Have a good day, bro.
That was the hot rod truck.
Hey.
And David, I think he said hey.
Hello, David. What's happening, my friend?
He said y'all not homeless but still look homeless though. But you're alone and still have nobody and worried about two strangers who don't even know you. That says a lot about you, bro.
All right, that says a lot about where you're at in life. Cause
It's morning time over here. We literally just woke up, you weirdo. We're having breakfast, enjoying our lives. Sorry that you're miserable, worried about strangers on the internet.
you know what the key to that is, boy. That's more to what your daddy makes ever in his life. So yeah, I was homeless for a year, and in that year being homeless, I still made more money than your daddy ever made in his life. So think about
There's
that.
always that one person.
That's what I'm saying.
Like everybody else was being chill, and he saw that like everybody's being chill, so he wanted to be the one, the odd one out.
And I'm homeless, and I got beautiful, and I'm happy. And before you start with that shit, it's okay. You don't have to like her. Hey, you ain't gotta like me. I don't get dressed up in the morning for you, bro. Out of everybody that has something nice to say, you was the only miserable one.
Yeah, you're the only miserable one saying something negative after everyone else is saying cool stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
That says a lot about you, bro.
That
You woke
about
up.
you.
I'm gonna say you woke up and chose to be negative. That says a lot about you, bro. I really pray for you.
I pity you. It's
I
not
pity
even
you
noon
too.
yet, and you're like that.
Right? It's not even 12 o'clock. It's literally 10:11. It's 10:11 in the morning, and you chose to be negative. God bless you. That says a lot about your morning, bro.
You're like that little bitch at the store last night that didn't want to scan my whole basket full
right?
of stuff.
We went grocery shopping, and this lady didn't want to. The grocery shop lady didn't want to scan our stuff because it was too much stuff for her.
And act like she worked in the express lane.
Right.
If I was in the express lane, I would have understood.
He said you cute, and then Arkansas said no, David, you're cute for real. Y'all got that. I'm not. Y'all got that.
Oh shit! We making relationships happen, baby.
And that says a lot about you too, because we were literally homeless. Today's our official first day in our house.
That's what I said. I don't know.
So the fact that you are choosing to come at homeless people.
Our first day not being home. Oh, y'all are
our
not
first
homeless,
day
but
not
look
being
homeless.
right. Our first day not being homeless. That says a lot about you, bro. You're really miserable.
Hey, homeless YouTube couple. You guys look homeless. No shit.
And then literally that's in our caption. Finally not homeless anymore.
It's literally like, did you freaking like not see
no
the thing?
shit.
Day one of not being homeless. Clearly you don't know how to fucking pay attention. You ever heard of context clues? Of course not. That he get bitches? Never.
Right?
I know y'all know where that's from.
Like, dang, I can't wake up and make breakfast.
I can.
No, he making it seem like we can't. Like, dang, bro. Like, what did we do to you? We're just literally living, and you're upset about that. And you thought that was it was cool to come at somebody how they look.
The cute part about that, bro really thought he ate.
Right? No, I honestly love people who are like that. Because it's just like, damn, man, people really...
I do this for people like you, because I'm going to reform you.
I'm going to reform you, bro. We're going to get God on your side.
I'm
it's
reform
okay.
Your misery.
We are here for you. We are here for you, bro.
We're going to pray for you.
We got you. You are in our hearts. Seriously. I'm going to say, that smells like cheese, but you put cheese on it. Having breakfast, me here having supper. He's having oh yeah, because the different time zones. Yeah, it's morning time over here. He's having supper.
Supper? I like when people call it supper.
That's what my grandma says, because she's from North Carolina, and that's what they say out there. They say supper instead of dinner. We say it like that sometimes too. My dad says it like that. right? And Little Rock, Arkansas said David shake my head because David completely dismissed my boys. My boys
You're-
shooting his shot, right? David said miss me with all that. I'm completely
David said,
ignoring
"Oh,
that.
Not me.
Right?
thank you."
Not me. No thanks. He said, where are y'all from? He's from California originally, and I'm from Pennsylvania.
Cheesy eggs.
And we're both in California right now.
I seasoned your eggs. I didn't season mine.
Salt Bay.
You heard of Salt Bay? Well, this is Pepper Bay. Pepper.
Pepper.
You heard of Salt Bay? Well, I'm Pepper Poppy.
That is cool. He's in Alaska.
Y'all heard of Salt Bay? Well, I'm Pepper Poppy.
Pepper Poppy. Oh no.
Poppy Pepper.
Clea came up. She's sitting next to me. Y'all can see her in the
hot
mirror.
chocolate with that then?
Yeah.
Did you want like a bread with that?
No, thank you. Baby.
Or just like that? You don't want no bagel?
No, thank you.
Blueberry
I'm
bagel?
trying to like eat light because it's the first thing I'm eating. Like, I want to be able to like have something on my stomach. We gotta get more paper towels so I can clean that. I'm not even like. I'm from Keys, or no, I'm so slow. I read that as Keys, Kenya. I didn't see the A. David said he's from Kenya. I read it as Keys, like a stupid ass. The words are so small. I gotta like get up close.
Is Kenya in Africa? I believe. I don't know.
Where's
Where's
Kenya,
on the map?
David? We're not sure where Kenya is. Please enlighten us with information.
I'm just a stupid American.
Yeah, we're just stupid. Microfiber cloths are reusable after washing them. We actually do have microfiber cloths, like the towels.
Like we reused them to the point where they not really reused.
Yeah, we've reused and washed them so much to the point where the fibers are starting to come off. Cleo,
do something with it.
no, she wants bacon. I gave her some bacon and she ate it, and I think she wants bacon now.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get her out of my seat.
I already gave her a piece. I want bacon too. I'm not gonna let her eat all my shit. Oh, it is in Africa. You were right, baby.
Oh, okay, good. It sounded familiar.
That's cool. I want to go to Africa because all of the nature out there and the wild animals and the wildlife.
I want to go to Africa. That's where I'm from. I want to go to Africa because it really is a beautiful country. Or
It
a
is.
continent. I don't think it's a country. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm down.
Is this butter?
Yeah.
Okay.
God, thank you for this world. And thank you for another day of life. Thank you for another day of our health. And thank you for our combat strength, our intelligence, our wisdom, and strategy to get through the day. Thank you for always loving and protecting us across all this chaos. And thank you for finally having our rig so we can be a beautiful family. Thank you for always making sure we're going to have a hot meal and a roof over our heads to not have to sleep outside anymore. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
I know you want more bacon, huh?
She really liked it. That is insane.
Oh my gosh. Cats can eat bacon, right?
What's the
I
temp in
think so.
California? It's probably like 75 right now. It doesn't feel too hot.
Right, I think it's like 60s, 70s. I think like low 70s. It's not too hot, but it's not cold either.
You want what? Homemade McMuffin. Okay.
I literally gave you. You got 3 bacon bits right here, and you're not eating them, and you're still staring at me. Come on now, Cleo. She's like, excuse me. What's today? Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
What's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday morning or afternoon?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It's still morning.
What is everybody doing on this fine Wednesday morning or afternoon or night, wherever you are? This street sweeper's coming by. And Cleo got scared and ran under the bed.
Oh, you're drinking coffee in your igloo? Nice.
That's what's up.
Oh, he's the one that was in Alaska?
I believe so. Ray, I think Ray's the one in Alaska.
Yeah, I see it right down.
Okay, yeah. I've always wanted to be inside of an igloo. I've always wanted to do that, but it doesn't snow here in California. I can probably do it back at home at East Coast in Pennsylvania.
Snows here.
But like not right where we're at now. In our
Not
city.
in LA, no.
I'm gonna say not in our city, no.
Well, in some parts, we have to travel though.
Well, duh, but like you know what I meant. It's not in our like local areas.
I know.
Before we couldn't travel to go.
I just
see
didn't want
snow.
somebody to be a Leonard and be like, well, actually, it does right there. I know. Like, you seen what we had to deal with 5 minutes ago. Nigga talking about, oh, y'all not homeless and still look homeless.
Right, I see. He hasn't said anything since then. Right, we humblers. We humbled that boy. Come on now, like, no shit. We look homeless. We just was, you know. That's why I don't care what people say.
I'd rather be homeless before I be a bitch ass nigga.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, people can come at my looks. You know how many people has called me ugly or like came at how I look? Like, that doesn't bother me. I literally am married and have a husband who loves every inch of my
Posted a
body.
picture of the car for sale just to see what happened. I had a picture of you on it. Everybody talking about, you know, you had a couple guys saying, oh, like, asking like the silly questions, like, oh, like, does she come with the car? Like, obviously, fucking not, bro. Like, be serious. Like, it's funny, but then when it becomes shit, like, oh, I'm trying to come at your look saying you're ugly and shit, and it's like, okay, like, you think she's ugly, but something about that felt, like, sparked something in you that you felt the need to tell me that. Well, you.
Right? Why are you telling me that my wife
Like, why
is ugly?
Why are you so pressed about what I put my, you know what, in where? You know?
Right?
Why are you so worried about where I put my?
Why are you trying to convince me about my wife being ugly when it is not your wife at all?
Oh, you and my wife unattractive? Good.
I hope so. I hope all of you find me unattractive because I'm not for any of you. I'm for my husband. That's why I'm married. So I really hope everybody finds me ugly. Because my husband finds me the most beautiful, attractive person in the world. And that's all I need.
When dudes be coming at me too, talking about, oh, dude, you're ugly, bro. It's like, yeah, well, I'm glad you.
Right? I love it when other men call my husband ugly. I hope so. That's pretty gay if you find my husband attractive, bro. Like, you know.
You as another man, like, if you find me attractive and it's not that way, even if it is that way, cool.
Right? I don't have a problem with gay people, but it's like, come on now.
If you think that's gonna insult me, like,
right?
Oh, you're ugly, bro. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be attractive to you.
Other men calling other men ugly think that's an insult. Like, don't you want to be ugly for me? Like, if you're not gay, Like, shouldn't I be ugly to you? Like, come on now.
Like, I know many of you guys, I'm sure you joke around with your best friend. You're an ugly motherfucker. You got a face only your mother could love. But it's jokes with friends because you don't want to be attracted to friends. That'd be weird.
That would be weird. I don't know. But
people like that are the reason I smoke.
Alright, this is why I smoke heavy. I don't like being bothered by any of this. That's why I just smoke a lot of weed.
So before this nigga comes back talking about, if you're really unbothered, you wouldn't be smoking. I'm smoking because for the love of smoking and ignoring your ass.
Right.
Ain't nobody smoking.
I smoke so I won't go to jail.
Ain't nobody smoking directly because of you. I'm smoking because I'd rather do that than talk to you. Don't think you cause an addiction.
Right? I smoke so I won't go to jail, but I'm be unbothered and be in my own
I won't
oasis.
let you flatter yourself to have a heart, sweetheart. Another homemade McMuffin.
We're gonna make a lot of homemade stuff. We're gonna make our own homemade Big Mac. We're gonna, cause we're no longer eating fast food. Even though it doesn't look like, as y'all can clearly see me, it doesn't look like I eat a lot, but we eat fast food. Well, we ate fast food literally like every day. I was always eating burgers, milkshakes, and fries all the time, even though it doesn't look like it, but literally every day was always like a burger, a milkshake, some fries, or a chicken sandwich, or like anything, like pizza too. I would always eat pizza, so like we were always eating out. And now, like that we have our rig, we can finally make all like the homemade stuff of the fast food things we want to eat. Give it up to nothing but God.
To God.
I'm not trying to like get too religious on everyone, because I know there's people out there who don't believe in God or don't believe in like a higher power. So I try not to get into it too much. But me personally, I'm a Christian. I believe in God and I like to pray and stuff. So, you know, if you're not with that, you know, that's where I stand with me. But I don't judge anybody who believes in anything. You know, everybody believes in whatever they want to believe in, and I accept all of that. If you want to believe in a tree, go ahead. Like, you know, if you want to believe in the universe and the stars, or believe in, you know, even if you want to worship the devil and stuff, like, that's you. Like, I'm not gonna judge you. Like, I'm not gonna do it personally. Like, but if you want to worship that, like, you know, go ahead. Like, that's your prerogative. You know.
That's what people don't understand. That's what makes that's the simple basis that makes America so great. You get to choose.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Not that this country is like in a good state right now, but for better or for worse, you can go out into the street and scream, "I don't like the president," and nothing will happen to you other than you might hurt somebody's feelings. Try doing that in North Korea. "I don't like the president." They'll kill you and your whole family. Kill you.
And if they don't kill you, they chopping your hands off or something.
But that's what I mean when we say that shit. Everybody has the freedom of choice. That you don't have that everywhere in the world. It's not the best here because we have freedom of choice. Some people are gonna choose to do foul things.
That's why I don't get offended by anyone's opinion, especially with this whole election stuff. Like, if you want to vote for Kamala, go ahead. I'm not gonna hate you for it. You want to vote for Trump, go ahead. I'm not gonna hate you for it. Like, whatever you choose to do with your life that's not affecting me personally, I don't care for it. So go ahead. If it's not affecting me or my life or not, it is not making me lose sleep at night, I don't give a shit. And that's what society is like, don't understand. Everybody's taking on problems that has nothing to do with them. And y'all are making it y'all's problem when it shouldn't. It has nothing to do with you, you know? Y'all are really like losing relationships over this election bullshit. Like, come on now. At the end of the day, society is still getting ran. Everybody the government still wants the same shit on both sides. They want money and power. So
Right,
regardless on
if you
who
guys are interested
wins,
in voting this election, newsflash, they already picked the winner.
right? Regardless on who wins, they both sides want the same outcome. They want to control and they want power and money. So it really doesn't fucking matter. So why are y'all not talking to y'all moms and losing friendships because of somebody you voted for? Like, come on now. That's so fucking stupid. And that's what they're trying to do.
I'm gonna say you're doing exactly what
They're trying to divide us, to make us choose sides, to make people argue so nobody's together no more.
You guys ever notice it's right before the elections, all the major corporations are beefing with each other?
Right,
Coca-Cola
talking about pick a
versus
side.
Pepsi. KFC versus Popeye.
Are y'all not realizing they're using the election as a profit for other companies?
That's what I'm saying.
Talking about pick a side, like they're making everybody pick a side on stuff.
While everybody's worried about, we have to pick a side. They're worried about, pick a side, but while you're picking a side, give both sides your money.
Exactly.
So we can both make money.
Regardless, exactly. So regardless on who wins, both sides are still making money. They're still somebody's still profiting in some way.
All the people, especially all the people that are gonna profit if Trump loses, you know all the merch they're gonna have of this nigga crying, a picture of this nigga's face crying, a picture, you got shot for nothing, and people are gonna be talking about if he does win. You know how hard them shirts are gonna go? You got shot me right now, I'm the president.
Right? Y'all have to realize,
Both
like,
sides.
people regardless of, they're trying to make a profit out of anything. Regardless on what's happening, there's somebody trying to make money off of it.
And I say that because a lot of y'all found my page the day he almost got assassinated, and I've posted many men, because that's the first thing that popped into my head. As I'm posting it, I see 10 other big meme pages already did it. I was, that's perfect, that's pimping. That's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all are here because we share the same opinion. And that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Everybody got an opinion. It don't mean because we have the same opinion, we're automatically right. We're just gonna get along because we got the same opinion.
But if we don't have the same opinion, I'm
We
not
can
gonna
still
hate
get
you.
along.
Right? We can still get along. I'm not gonna hate you for it. And that's what people are getting confused.
I always hated that about the world. People think, different opinions can no longer communicate.
Like, people find something they don't understand and automatically judge it because it's something they don't understand. Instead of trying to take the time to get to understand it and know about it, they choose to just brush it off and, it's bad. You think different than me, so you're automatically wrong and you're bad. Like, no,
You're wrong and you suck.
Everyone's allowed to have a different opinion, but you can still get along and have biased opinions without having to offend anybody.
But everybody's so quick to just, you're wrong and you suck.
Right? Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to be right in the world. So, nobody wants to be wrong, which I get. I don't like being wrong either. But when I am wrong, I own it. Because,
I don't like to be wrong myself. But when I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong.
I'll be the first to admit when I'm wrong. And coming from a person that blames everything, I blame everything on myself. I always feel like I'm fucking up. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just different than other people, and I just think differently.
I feel the same way too, because whenever I'm fucking up, if I'm fucking up and I can still realize when I'm wrong, I was still right. Even when I was wrong, because I knew I was wrong, and so I was right. Even though I could have been wrong.
That's just the toxic.
I'm always right.
That's just toxic. What is weird though?
I'm always right, fool.
Sorry.
Word to Brody motherfucking Phillips.
Brody motherfucking Phillips, my nigga. I miss him. He was funny as hell.
Man, that nigga's funnier than dog shit.
Okay. There was this dude that we knew. His name was Brody. But you had to say the whole thing. Brody motherfucking Phillips.
His initials wasn't BP like Brody Phillips. He doesn't know that guy. BMFP. Brody motherfucking Phillips. That's his name.
Everybody wants to be right and can't accept it when they're proven wrong. You are spot on, Travis. Spot on with that.
I don't admit when I'm wrong. It just rarely ever happens. I know that might sound arrogant, but...
It does. Arrogant as hell, but we understand. They're
but I'm always the first to admit when I'm wrong. ice cream sandwich.
But that's why at this point in life, like, I'm really trying to not let things get to me. And when people are negative and, like, want to be, like, assholes and stuff, you really just gotta brush that off. Because when people are negative towards you, that means they just got something going on in their life to where they can't accept dealing with it, so they gotta take it out on somebody else or brush it off to somebody else so they don't have to deal with whatever they're dealing with, you know? That's why when people try to come at you, people come at your looks, or how you talk, or how you dress, or what you do for a living, you know? That shit don't matter. Because at the end of the day, like for me, for instance, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about impressing nobody but my husband. And like, I already got him. Like, we're already locked in. Like, he ain't going nowhere. But I still try to impress him because his opinion is the only opinion that matters to me.
Some of this vanilla. Oh, you can have a bite of every flavor.
So when everybody else tries to come at me, oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Oh, you're ugly. Oh, you're too skinny. You're a stick or whatever. You know? I don't let it bother me. I don't let it bother me. Because I know at the end of the day, he loves me. He's going to take care of me. And I'm always going to be alright. And now we got to roll. Oh, wait.
Anyone care for a mint?
Anyone care for a mint? Love his hat too, by the way.
Thank you. My wife got this.
I got it for him. If y'all in like California, go to Ross. That's where I got that hat from. Wouldn't believe it.
There's not an advertisement. I wish it was.
Wouldn't believe it. I got this hat. We got that hat from Ross. If y'all want that hat.
$9.
It was $9. We got it from Ross. Or try if y'all like. I don't know if they have it in like other states. Maybe like different Rosses in different states. Like they all trade like the same stuff. But like that's where we found it. So if y'all,
I think every Ross has different stuff.
Every Ross has different stuff.
Yeah, because I think it's just like I don't know how they do it. I don't think every Ross has the same thing.
I'm assuming, but they trade like they give like you know they had to like ship like stuff to each other, right? To like I don't know.
Maybe if they buy enough of it. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how it works, but that's where we got the hat from Ross. It's a cool hat.
And she got me a matching coat with it.
I'm gonna say, and we got a matching coat to go with it. I don't know if y'all saw the whole suit of him. You gotta put your coat on now. It's in the closet. He gonna put the coat on for you guys.
Got him.
It doesn't do that. Look at this sick fit. He looks like a true Russian. Well, he is half Russian, but it gives off like his Russian side more. Look how he looks. Don't he look good? Sheesh. And it comes with a hood. Big pimpin' this winter. Big steppin'. Big steppin' this winter.
I'm like one of those UK rappers.
He definitely ain't gonna get cold. That's for sure. Big pimpin'. We also got that from Ross. Y'all want this fit? Get it from Ross. That's where we got this fit from.
Stole. It keeps me very warm. I haven't taken the hat off since she got it.
He sleeps with the hat on every night, to the point where like I'll be taking it off of him because he'll sweat in the hat and his hair will get all drenched and all in his face, and I will have to take the hat off of him just for him to put the hat back on when he wakes up. You already know we gotta have our second breakfast after breakfast.
Second breakfast. Delicious. If you leave it sitting in an Altoids tin overnight, it's like a menthol in the morning.
Ew. We do not condone smoking. We are 21 and older. Please do not smoke until 21 and older.
Don't smoke unless that's really what you want to do with your life. If you smoke if you want to, but if you smoke, don't blame me for it.
Alright, don't blame us. We had nothing to do with that. But don't smoke until 21 and over, please.
Did you guys see how we already had this rolled and you didn't know about it? So we don't put our vices and blame anybody else for our poor decisions. Very demure, very mindful.
Mindful.
We take full responsibility for our vices and our actions. We don't go around blaming the world and everybody but ourselves.
Very demure.
And I expect the same out of you guys. If you guys don't smoke and you're gonna start smoking because of this, smoke because that's what you wanted to do, not because I didn't tell you to do it. Just letting you know. We're gonna go for a walk in a bit.
Hey, it's such a nice day.
It's a nice day to eat ice cream outside. You want this one? I'm gonna put it back in the freezer.
Yeah, I didn't want one right now.
So I shared that one with you.
Yeah, the hot chocolate kind of filled me up.
Me too.
She's just sitting next to me. I'm telling you, I'm her therapy human. She literally has to be like near me all the time, or she starts to get anxiety and starts looking for me. David said, "What do you guys do for a living?" We are entrepreneurs. We do a little bit of everything. We clean houses. We clean cars and detail them. He's also a mechanic and he works on cars, and I also help him work on cars too. He has taught me how to be a mechanic and learn the different stuff with cars.
Put one of the chicken frozens in the fridge.
Okay. We do a little bit of cooking and stuff, and we do odd jobs. Like we've done a lot of stuff like on Craigslist, like we build gazebos, cleaned gutters, build garage doors, fix windows, build bed frames. We literally like a little bit of everything. We power wash stuff, like power wash buildings.
You need our service, take our number down, bro. That was cool. That I remember that when you power washed the gas station. That was cool.
Yeah, me and him like we'll power wash the gas station together. And he also recently he had a 9-to-5 on top of everything we were doing, but they fired us for being homeless.
Yeah, like that asshole from earlier who, it's crazy how you're not homeless, but you still look homeless. Yeah, you know, you sound just like my boss.
Right. So, a little bit of everything. What else do we do?
I mean, man.
I caregive sometimes too. I was a caregiver for 4 years, and I take care of older people all the time. Children, pets. I've been a maid and a housekeeper. I've been a waitress as well. Literally, we do everything. Like, every job. Like, any way to make... Not any way to make money, because I wouldn't do no crazy shit for money. But any legal way to make money, we have done.
If it's an actual job you can name, like, that pays taxes, we've probably done it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the paying taxes part. Actually, if the IRS is watching right now, I pay all my taxes on every single dollar I make.
Oh my gosh, babe. You're stupid.
I love paying taxes. If the IRS is watching. I love taxes.
But yeah, right now, we have money to play with, so we're starting to invest into like newer stuff to do, because we want to open an online store and I want to start selling clothes. We're thinking about making some merch and buying a Cricut maker, and we have this merch thing. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not trying to nigga steal our idea. Never mind, I'm not even gonna say the name. Y'all see it when I drop it. But we have this thing, this merch name that we want to do. I don't know how to pronounce that. Afro Bobby the second. I said, yo, I'm new here. What is up, my boy? I don't know how to pronounce that first part. I'm a little slow.
Unique Queen Cat Sis is back.
Hello again, Unique Queen Cat Sis. Y'all be having some wild names on here, so sorry if I pronounce them wrong. He said my bad. Don't my bad nothing, man. You all good. We appreciate the new people that join.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining and talking to us two crazy people.
And thank you for hanging out at the Looney Bin.
Yeah, right? Thank you for hanging out with us at the Beep Show. So why did we cut them in half if we just both want to smoke together?
You see how this was already a half blunt? Instead of, oh, we're only gonna smoke half of it. This ensures we smoked the whole thing, but we only smoked half because the other half hasn't been lit. This wasn't so we could have our own. Remember when I was telling you I wanted you to roll me blunts and then for my 10-minute break so I could have a quick smoke?
Oh, for like that. Oh, but if you...
That was just a concept I had thought of because I was like, that's like how some cigarillos are. And people smoke cigarillos because it's like a cigar, but it's faster. You're not sitting there for hours.
I don't know how many subs we have currently. We honestly, I haven't checked our YouTube count at all.
Last time, I don't know like an actual like live count, but the last time I checked the other day, it was like 1,400. Well, 1.4 thousand.
Okay.
That's what it's 1.4K.
1.4K. He said the last time he checked, but we don't know currently right now.
Like it could have dropped to like 10.
Right, it could have dropped. It could have went up. We haven't been posting in a while because we've been busy like working and getting our house.
Trying to survive.
Like
now we're gonna be able to bring you guys content on the regular, like I promised.
Yeah,
you guys way back.
Right, and when we were living in our car, we kept promising like to go live like every other day or like every weekend, and like we just didn't do it because we got busy. We had to survive. We had to make sure we could eat and stay warm and have money in our pockets always. That's one thing I'm grateful for like, even though we were homeless, we always had money in our pockets. We always made sure we can eat. And that's what be pissing me off when I be seeing the other homeless people panhandling and not wanting to do shit and just ask for freebies. Cause like, bro, like, I don't care how bad I get, you will never see me standing on the corner asking for free change or free money or free cigs or whatever the fuck it may be, you know? I'm too humble for all that. I can't personally let myself stoop that low to do that. I feel like that would be degrading against myself, you know?
I'm on the same type of time, but I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum where I have too much pride to let me do stuff like that.
Right, too much pride.
It's not like you're humble about it to the point where like you won't ask for a handout, and like I have too much pride. Like I won't. Even if I was like dying, even if I was like, man.
And
like,
we were like,
Yeah,
at one point, there was times where we
where
almost died, and like we really needed help, but we still chose not to ask for help.
like in the comments right now, let me know how many ways you know to cook a potato, and none of them are. How many ways can you cook a potato and it's not mashed potatoes, it's not French fries, and it's not a baked potato? Name how many ways you can cook a potato and it's not mashed, fried, or baked. Did you know there's over 30 ways to cook a potato? I didn't know either until we were homeless. Like, that's how bad shit got sometimes, and that was if we were able to eat. Roast it. Okay, roast.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, exactly. Like we cooked the potatoes a lot. I cooked things.
My nigga was on it. He said roasted.
We cooked things in ways that we didn't know that they weren't supposed to be cooked. Like we turned a candle
into a stove.
Into a rocket stove.
To cook a can of beef.
Yeah, we did. Like I said, we work. And
yeah.
We bought this with work money. Just how, I don't know if that was a smart comment. I'm gonna humor you and say that was a genuine question. But yes, we did buy weed. Yeah, right after we bought a house, we made sure we were stable first.
I'm gonna say we made sure, like,
after we filled the fridge with food up, after we filled up on gas, after all of our other expenses were covered for a good solid month. Yeah, we treated ourselves.
I'm gonna say there's nothing wrong with having a vice. Like, if you want to drink and like smoke weed or do drugs, you can do that. Just make sure your shit taken care of and paid for so you can get your vice, we made sure all of our shit was taken care of. We made sure we ate and made sure had a place to shower and get cleaned up and always take care of ourselves so we can,
I'm talking about when y'all were homeless. Oh, in that time too, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's literally what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like when we were homeless, we did, but we made sure all of our. That's what I was talking about too. We made sure all of our other expenses were covered first. We kind of just had everything. We say homeless, and everybody assumes we were like roaming around
right on the streets. We were sleeping in our car.
Like I was still working,
and I'm not saying we still had jobs. He had a whole 9 to 5 too.
Yeah, like we're still working. We're just like without a home.
Yeah, we had everything as a normal person. We just didn't have a house. That was literally it. But we were still working, still paying taxes, still doing normal shit, like paying shit off and like getting our shit together. We just literally didn't have a house.
2:53 p.m. It's 10:53 a.m. Oh, the Philippines.
I'm gonna say we're in California. It's 10 a.m. here. She tried to jump up there, but didn't make it.
Are you okay, man?
Come here, buddy. You wanna go up there?
Wait, understand, like, we could get whole ounces for like $30. We weren't spending all crazy amount of money on weed.
I'm gonna say, because we were getting our weed from an actual weed shop, and
we weren't getting like high
we were getting shake.
Yeah, we were getting
and that shit. The rest of it was only $30, and we were getting a whole ounce of it. So and it lasted us for like a few weeks. We were fine. So it's not like we were always spending money on weed.
Make breakfast, Afambobi. You can do one where you make breakfast. How do you make your bed?
Do DIY stuff. Do it yourself. Like crafts. Look up on YouTube, because that's where I get my ideas. Like, look on YouTube shorts and like DIY stuff, like arts and crafts, or just crafting stuff and like building stuff, material stuff. Model like Lego cars. Oh,
do a Lego car meet.
I love Legos. I don't care how old I get.
I love cars too. You just click like that part of my brain.
Right, we love cars. Yeah. He's been working on cars since he was 10 years old.
Yeah. I went to school for working on cars, like during high school and after high school, to get certifications so I could like get a real job in a real shop. But I've been working on cars since 10 years old, and I taught myself through YouTube videos. And at the time I was a kid, recycling cans paid a lot more than it does today. And that's another thing I used to do for money at 10 years old. Get on my bike, pull a wagon,
And I used to fill that wagon up with bottles and cans, take them to the recycling center, get like $10, $15 for my whole wagon full. Then I'd take $5, go to the junkyard, pay the entry fee, which was like $2, and I'd get like a drink and a snack from the vending machines there. So I'd spend $5, and I had a whole junkyard worth of cars to just practice taking apart. I knew all the common ones in my city, like the minivans, the Honda Odysseys, the Toyota Siennas, the old Dodge Chargers. Everybody had a Dodge Charger in the hood.
We're gonna have to subscribe to AF Mobile the second. He wants to show us his cars, but he said he can't. Bro, we'll subscribe to you and like just post, and we'll like so we can see it.
If I can't subscribe to you right this second, it's because I have to wait for YouTube to post the live after we end it. And then it processes it. Then I can go through the comments
And
then
see
I can,
all the people.
Yeah, and then I can find your channel that way because it won't let me click it right this second.
Yeah.
The
So
only-
tomorrow we'll be subscribed to you. When we finish the live and it processes, we'll go through the comments and go on your profile and we'll subscribe to you.
And yeah, so I would have the whole junkyard of cars to practice taking apart. Could be there from the crack of dawn when it opened all the way to when it got dark.
Yeah, that one too small for me. David said, "What's your favorite movie?"
Currently, I have many favorite movies, but if I had to pick one in particular that I recommend, especially if you like bank robbery movies and movies about
I
brotherhood.
know which one you're about to say.
Yeah, I was like, I would like Hell or High Water is a very good movie. Hell or High Water. I don't know the name of the actors, but it's a very good movie about brotherly bond, and it's a good movie I recommend. You guys will really like it.
My favorite movie is Coraline.
That was also a good movie. I saw Coraline for the first time
I got
about a
him
week
to watch
ago.
Coraline for the first time. I love that movie.
Watching Coraline a week ago got me calling our cat a wuss puss.
I grew up with that movie, and it reminds me of my childhood, and that's why I love watching it.
No, I ain't buying no Robux.
Who said to buy Hi, can you guys buy me He said buy him Robux? You sound like my brother.
Right? This sounds like something my
Isaiah
brother
would say. Oh my god.
let me find out that's Mike.
He said, I like a wide body GTR R35 or a Fast and the Furious GTR R34 or a Supra MK4.
You know what those cars are? Okay, so
I know what the Supra MK4 one is.
You know what the Supra is?
Yeah.
You know what the GTR 34?
I think
Do you
this-
remember playing Need for Speed?
Yeah.
Okay, like the silver one.
Oh.
No. Never mind. Freaking. We was watching the Fast and the Furious movie. You know which
The Tokyo Drift one? I haven't seen the too Fast and the Furious.
Yes, it's in Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
It's in Tokyo Drift all the way at the end. I don't know if you remember when he puts he crashed that one. I think it was the car he crashed at the very beginning when he couldn't drive for shit. That one.
Okay. The one when he first raced the bull?
Yeah, I think
and
it's
he
that.
fucked
I
up?
think that one was a GTR R34 because he's talking about different generations of the same car, and I like all of them
He
too.
said I'm addicted with Tokyo Drift.
Right? Oh my god, such a good movie.
I'm only into the movies of Ryan Gosling.
On God, I Drive.
I Drive! That's the first movie I thought of too. On God, I Drive.
No, it's not that. The R34. That's not the one he crashed, huh? Then I know which one you're talking about. It's that Nissan.
It's
Okay,
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's the silver and blue one that Brian drives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've
I
seen
know
Too
what
Fast, Too Furious?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Is that the silver one? Did I get that right? The one with the blue stripe? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It does taste like a menthol a little bit because it was in the mint thing.
Yeah. You don't like that?
No,
Why?
it tastes like a cigarette.
Don't say that. You can not spark our weed up if you're
It
gonna say
does.
that. You can put that out quick if you don't like it.
I'm not gonna not smoke it, nigga.
It's like because you can roll yourself one.
I will. Alright, I'll roll myself a
I'm
fresh
just-
whole one. That.
I'm just playing, baby. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going after.
I've already watched the whole F and F movie series multiple times.
I haven't seen any of them past The Fate of the Furious.
No, I watched the one where they played the song "When I See You Again" when for the guy.
I think that's Fast 5 or
Fast 5.
or Fast Furious 6.
Was that 5 or 6? With when they played the song at the end for the one that died, Paul Walker.
Yeah. Man.
That was 5, I think. I watched that one. I watched Tokyo Drift, and I watched Too Fast, Too Furious.
I miss watching movies like
And
that.
those
with
are the
my
only
brother,
ones I've
man.
seen. And I don't even remember Too Fast, Too Furious that much. Oh, I don't even remember 5 like that. We just recently watched the Tokyo Drift one. That's how.
What show about some fat? Okay, I think it was 5.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was 5.
I only remember it because during that time, only remember it on the timeline because during that time that was the peak of
That's
family memes. Hey, I can't wait for you guys to meet my stepdad because on God, my stepdad could really, really pass as family. We have to do it with the power of family.
You're funny.
And I mean that in a very good way. Like, come on, you guys know who Vin Diesel is, right? That's a huge
The
compliment.
Mazda RX-7 exploded in Tokyo Drift.
When he flipped over.
Trending said, "Please don't ignore me."
Wait, did you
Wait,
ask
did you say something
Trending?
before? I'm gonna say. I'm sorry if
this
you
thing-
said.
The thing doesn't show us all the comments at once. Did you ask something Trending?
Right? Maybe they said something before we didn't see the comment.
I didn't. Yeah, it didn't show us Trending. Can you ask again, please? I didn't mean to ignore you.
Right, we're not trying to ignore anybody. I'm trying to read all the comments as fast as I can. Sometimes I miss some though. I got bad eyes. I wear glasses, okay? So I'm blind as a bat. I gotta like look up real close.
That RX-7 made me like Mazdas.
It was my favorite car in Tokyo Drift.
Especially with the body kit he had on it. That's what made it hard. That thing, it looks so similar. I want to call it like a Corvette front end, but it looks like it's not an actual car brand. They're kit cars. But with that body kit on the RX-7, it looks like the Factory 5 GTM. If you look that car up, you'll know exactly why I say that. The headlights look so cool. It almost looks... That RX-7 almost looks like a Koenigsegg. I love that front end. It just, if you put a Koenigsegg badge on it, I probably wouldn't be able to tell it apart because I'm a little slow. I knew it. You want more hot chocolate or just chocolate?
No, I just want the milk. You just pull it up, right? Or is it twist?
You just pull it up.
Okay. I get a good grip on it. There you go. Not sponsored. $7 milk. Delicious.
It's That's the first time I've ever bought milk, or really anything from a grocery store, that like they will give you money if you bring the glass back.
Right? They give us money back if we bring back the jar.
And like not even like we're not talking
'Cause
about
it's
like a
recycled.
bottle deposit of 50 cents or something. It's $2.50 for just the glass. That's insane. So the milk itself is $5, but with the deposit for the bottle, it's almost $8 for this stuff. That's insane. Naturally, I bought 3.
We gotta try the strawberry one.
I didn't think. I just bought it thinking, it can't be that good. It's probably one of those things that's overpriced for no reason.
Right? $7 for this little bit of milk. We can get a whole gallon for
literally.
2.
That's enough to pay for 2 whole gallons of milk.
We can get a whole gallon of milk for $2. Yeah. Damn right this better be good.
So, it actually, even pouring it out, you can see the chunks of milk fat in it, and I like that.
This shit says the milk's so fresh the cow doesn't know it's missing.
And you can really, I don't know what they do to the milk. I never thought I'd be able to say that. I always thought when people said stuff like that, it was so pretentious. But, like, if you guys ever bump into me in public, I'll buy the milk so we can share it together. Like, or like, I'll buy you the thing so you can take it home. I know what it tastes like. If you bump into me in public and we're close to a Ralph's that sells it, I'll pay for the milk so you guys can try it, because
Right.
you just gotta try it.
If y'all in California and y'all ever run into us, we'll buy you some milk.
Yeah, like it's not like,
It's delicious.
it's not like, oh my god, life-changing milk. But
We'll buy you this
I'm a
milk.
little shocked that milk can taste this good.
It does taste really good.
I like how whole it tastes. You can taste the fat. Like, it's really good. It's like silky. It's not thick. How the cheap shit at the store tries to make it when they know it's not real milk. It's really good. It doesn't taste watery at all.
Bro said our favorite car brand. It's BMW. That's my favorite car brand.
I would have to say BMW too.
Beamer's
even though
top it.
even though I grew up on Dodge trucks, pickups, and
I do
Chargers.
like Dodge too. Dodge is a reliable brand of cars.
No, it is not.
Well,
But Dodge
For-
treated us well.
for the most part, it was reliable for me.
That's true.
A nice, spacious, like I'm more
Everybody talks mess about Dodge, but honestly, looking back, when I had my Durango, I never really had a problem with it. Other than
Honestly,
like
like-
sometimes the transmission light, like you know how like it has a square around the gear selector to tell you like you're in park, you're in drive. Sometimes like when I would turn it on, that square wouldn't be there. I could still drive it, it just wouldn't shift properly, and that would only happen sometimes. So before I turned it on, I would have to flick it. If not, I have to close the switch and turn it on and just play with it until it turned on. So sometimes it would work. It would work 70% of the time. Play with it 30%.
I like.
But it always
because
turned
of-
on.
I like how big they are though. They're
Yeah.
like really spacious and like I don't know.
I like Dodge.
I do too, for the most part.
I like Dodge, but
I think I
love
mainly
Beamer.
like it. Yeah, I think I mainly like Dodge for like this, like how big and like the space wise for it.
They've been reliable to me.
But yeah, Beamers for us. And we own 2. We own 2 Beamers.
All right, we have a 3 Series coupe convertible, and now we have a 750 Li.
And next one, we're gonna get a Beamer truck.
Or we'll probably get like the X5M or the X6M, just depending on like what we find. Cause I don't. It might sound like a fucking flex, but it's not that. I'm saying it because it's the truth. We buy all of our cars cash, and that might sound like a flex to a lot of people, but we're not talking. I get the cars that. I source
We
cars out.
find deals.
Yeah, I source cars out that are upwards of $50,000, and I'm like, I don't know what the MSRP on an E93 is, but they're going for over. I see them at dealerships in nice quality for about 15 grand nowadays. We didn't pay anywhere close to that for ours. We're not even talking 5 figures. And same thing, you can look up how much a 750 Li came out at the MSRP on the 750 Li. You can look up what they go for today at a dealership.
Alright, I can say we got all 3 of our cars for under 30 grand.
Yeah, and that's such a blessing. We're able to jump on deals like that because I'm a mechanic, and I thank God every day for my health, so I can really stay working on that, and that we got our tools out of storage finally, because we were about to lose that 2 weeks ago.
Right? I'm gonna say there's been fans who were with us when we were about to lose everything. We was about to lose our storage unit because we didn't have enough money to pay for it. And by the grace of God, we were able to come up with the money for it. And it happened to us twice. Our stuff almost got auctioned twice because we didn't have money to pay for the rent in time, and they put it up for auction twice on us. And then we paid it all off. The 2 times we did when they auctioned us, we paid it off the day before they auctioned it. Each time we paid both 2 times.
And this last time we paid it off like 6 hours before the
Yep,
auction.
6 hours before the auction. This
Like
last time.
it was midnight the day before the auction.
Yep.
Or it was midnight the day of the auction.
The day of the auction, yeah, technically.
So like 6 hours. If they would have opened up at 6, our stuff would have been.
Our stuff would have been gone, and by the grace of God, we were able to come up with the money. The first time when they put it up for auction, we just sold our scanner and said fuck it, and sold it for like $400 and was able to pay for the unit. And then this last time we got our money from our check and was able to pay for it. Literally the day before auction, we got our check. Our check came in, and we were able to pay in. And we were able to pay it off. So like, God be working in mysterious ways, but he be there, you know. It may not feel like it, like we wanted to give up so badly a lot, and we almost did so many times, but by the grace of God, you know.
That's funny that you bring up the Mexican gang, because that's why I say that movie. My late brother, he was in a Mexican gang too, and that's kind of where I'm at in life too, where I get you on that. It's hard being in one, and it's even harder if you try to roll on your own without being in one. Like,
you know how many times the police has asked me where does he keep the weapons and the drugs and stuff, all because he's Mexican and think like he's part of that shit. You know, I have saved him so many times from me being there, for me just being there. They didn't take him to jail because I will tell him like there's nothing, and that he's a good person. He doesn't do anything because he doesn't do it. He tries really hard to stay out of that lifestyle, and even though his brother was in that, he didn't get a part of that at all. And the cops just think he took his footsteps or something.
They treat me like guilty by association just because
Whenever
my brother would be at the liquor store, like, even though my brother was in the gang lifestyle, I'm not gonna just not hang out with my brother. I'm always gonna step. I always stood by my brother, by his side when I still had him around, and you know that they hated that. And they start treating you like guilty by association, and especially it's hard being in a gang, and it's harder to rule in LA, especially here in LA without being in one. Because then, if you're in a gang, you just gotta worry about the opposites and your enemies, which is normally like 2 or 3 other gangs.
If you're not in the gang,
You gotta worry about everybody.
right? Because you gotta worry about the gang members who are trying to think you're in the gang. The cops think you're in the gang. People, if you're not in this one, then you must be against me. If you're not in my gang,
with like the history my family has of like most of my family, like I said, my brother's a heavy gang member. I wasn't, but I was always hanging out with him. So then, seeing that my brother's pretty heavy into the gang, and always rolling deep with
other gang members.
a couple people in the car, a couple gang members with him. I'm the younger brother. After his passing, me driving around on my own kind of just flips a red flag on him. Like, whoa, like, what is he, like a big dog now? He way higher ranking than the other one was, so he can ride solo, and they treat me like a big factor because I'm young. I have a beautiful wife. I was able to be blessed to have a nice car.
They
at
thought
the time.
they thought that he was convincing me to hide shit for him, and they kept coming to me and talking about where did he hide the drugs. Does he ever make you keep the guns, or does he ever have you do anything for him that's not legal?
That bandana thing is real too, because they when we were living in a van at one point, a $500 van, and they took our van because I had a red shirt on that said Yawalika, that I sleep in. That shirt was a gift from my friend Gus. We used to fix cars together at my old job,
But all
And
because of that shirt said it was Summer from Mexico.
yeah, they treat me like, oh, you're Mexican. Your brother was in a gang, rolling heavy. Now you're rolling by yourself. Oh, and now you have stuff from that. Oh, you probably working with the cartel now. Like they're so stupid. If I was working with the cartel, do you think I would be living in a van? Come on.
No, we were literally we just got done eating dinner.
Literally, no. And then when they pulled up on us, the police had just passed by and they saw me cooking dinner, and I offered them some, and
Because they stopped right there and stared at him and like slow crept. And he was literally cooking while they passed by. And he's sitting there looking at him like, do y'all want some? Like, what are y'all staring at?
Yeah,
and
like,
they just pulled off.
Yeah, because like, I offered, because understandably, like, they're rolling around at night. I'm parked, I'm parked outside of my mom's house, but I'm not a familiar car in the area. It's not really an area where people live in their cars. So, I could see why they were like, what the heck? Somebody chopping stuff up behind the van? I can see why they investigated. So, yeah, I had a meat cleaver in my hand when he rolled by. But I didn't point aiming at him. I put it down and I offered him some food. He asked for my ID. I didn't want to give it to him, and he
Right,
drove
because
off.
why you gonna pull up and just randomly ask for my ID? Nigga, I'm not
Really?
doing nothing.
He pulled up and strobe lighted me, like, on and off, like, blinded me. I was like, what the heck, man? I'm cooking dinner. Would you like some? I was making dinner and coffee, and I asked him if he wanted some coffee, and he asked for my ID, then he drove off. Came back 10 minutes later with 6 squad cars, boxed us in. I'm standing outside of the van drinking my coffee, and
He's standing on my side, on the passenger side, while I'm sitting here talking to him. And we're both drinking coffee because he wanted to stand up because he didn't want to sit down because his legs was hurting. So he was standing on my side of the car talking to me through the window. And then this car just pulls up in front of us with his head like the bright lights on and blinding us, flashing the lights at us. And then some bitch wanted to sit there and jump out. And it was a cop. Then we realized it was a cop, and she just randomly walked up to us, and she was like, "What's going on here?" And we were like, nothing, just chilling." And then she just randomly said, "Well, we got a lot of calls about break-ins happening around the area, and what did she say? Like this car like was looking suspicious or something, or he was looking suspicious or something." I got it all on video. Like I recorded as she was walking up because like I knew it was some bullshit. But like it was something. And once she kept asking like questions, and we were like, we're not doing anything, we literally just got done eating dinner and we're just sitting here talking. And she was like, oh, okay, well, do you got any weapons on you? And he was like, no, I don't. And she was like, well,
I decided to not answer questions, she decided to try to arrest me.
Yeah. And once he said like he doesn't have weapons on him, she was like, well, I'm gonna search you. And he was like, well, I don't want you to do that, I don't consent in a search. And she said, I'm not asking you, and started grabbing on him. And he was like, let go of me, like get your supervisor out here, because like what the fuck. And I'm sitting here yelling at her too, like, bitch, what the fuck, like why are you grabbing all up on him? Like we're literally just standing here, you pulled up on us, flashing us. I thought personally, I thought it was one of some people that had like issues with us, and they were pulling up. Like I didn't know it was a cop because she didn't like, announce herself at all, and she just pulled up aggressive as fuck with her fucking high beams on, and the little flash thing on the side of the car on it and blinding us. I'm just thinking it's a random person pulling up on some bullshit. So we getting out like about to, you know what I mean? And then it's a fucking cop, and she just walks up and like it was all bad. But she's sitting here trying to grab up on him and stuff. And we ended up making her get the supervisor down because they were like, what the fuck? And they tried to lie and said that she pulled us over. And I was like, bitch, how the fuck you pulled us over when we were already parked and you pulled up in front of us? You didn't pull us over. How you pull us over from the front? Like, come on now. And facing us. She was literally facing us. Our car was this way and she was this way. Like, how is that pulling us over? Like, come on now.
That's what I'm saying. You pulled us over, but how is that possible? How did you manage to get not only in front of us, but you made a 180-degree turn?
That's what I'm saying.
Pulling us over. We were parked. How you pulled us over, but we were boxed in with 2 other cars.
Literally.
They weren't counting on us actually being parked outside my mom's house. They thought that was a lie until my whole family came out.
They thought we were lying that we weren't in front of his family's house until everybody came out and was like, what the fuck? But they ended up taking our van. because of it.
Like, I literally explained, like, because they were like, oh, like, why are you being an asshole to us? I'm like, because this is my home, and you guys try to invade it for no reason. I get it looks shady. Oh, I know this isn't the neighborhood. Like I said, I know that wasn't the type of neighborhood to, sleep there, but we were making coffee. We literally just got there. Like, we had just got there an hour prior. My mom's inside doing her thing. I was about to hang out with her. It's pretty late into the night. We were just thinking, hey, we'll just park it right there. We can sleep in the garage.
No, we had to park it right there because the thing blew out. You remember? I think that was the night where it stopped. It wasn't drivable no
actually,
more.
matter of fact,
And
that's
we
the
said,
best. That
and
was
we
the
ended
best
up
part of
saying,
her saying she
yeah,
pulled us over.
Yeah.
Because the engine exploded on us that day. We were.
It wasn't even that day. It was already sitting there for a few days.
Yeah, literally, like so.
Because it was coming up to the day of
that week. That week, we were doing a home cleaning, and something wasn't right. It sounded like it needed oil.
Mm-hmm.
So we added some oil, drove it. Somehow, somewhere along the way, mind you, this was a $500 van from the 90s. Somehow, somewhere along the way, I revved it at a light. As the light changed, I give it some gas. It goes. I give it some more gas, and it revs high, and the engine stopped running.
The engine literally exploded.
Like, we just heard...
And the car just shut off.
Usually when a car shuts off and you turn the key, you hear... It
didn't even
We just heard... Tink, tink, tink. Like, oh no, like we threw a rod or something. It was all bad. So, that was the week before.
Our car was there for a whole week because it was the day before street cleaning because we were thinking about how we gonna move the shit.
Yep.
Yep.
So they pull up, and she starts talking about we got pulled over, and that's when I laughed in her face when the supervisor asked, like, why didn't I want to stop the car? I was like, I didn't stop the car because it wasn't even running to begin with. Go ahead and try the key for yourself. It literally does not work. So how can she say she pulled me over when this was never running? I couldn't drive it. We were literally parked outside my mom's house because we didn't have a choice.
We still gotta get a lawyer into that on how to sue the department for that shit.
Right, I'm suing the sheriff's department for that.
Because then she took your ID too and took it home. Yeah. She took his ID home.
Like on top, no, that's what I'm saying. That was just a weird stop and frisk, and that wasn't allowed.
Like, yeah, everything she did was just weird.
No, because they want to treat me like if you're a registered gang member, or if you're like on probation or parole,
you don't have no rights to any of that shit.
Part of the conditions of your probation and parole is, remember how when I was on probation, after they gave me community service for freaking the baton thing, one of the conditions was I had to surrender like all the time. Like if a cop sees me and asks me to stop.
But they didn't know who you were.
No,
at first.
That's the thing though. But I'm saying during that time, this wasn't during that time.
Mm-hmm.
They just pull up on people in my city like that because a lot of people in my city are on parole and probation. It's the ghetto.
Yeah.
So they assume everybody's on parole or probation. They don't count on the fact that I wasn't on parole or probation. So I'm suing.
Yeah.
That's why. But yeah, I didn't have to stop. Even if it was, California's not a stop and ID state. Because even if there was a thing about, oh, this is a stop because you're on parole or probation, we're just randomly checking you, they would have said that. They didn't even run my name.
Yeah, at all.
So they had no way of knowing if I was on parole or probation, which I wasn't. But that's the thing. They will violate your rights if you don't know them.
Right? They really will.
So that's why I'm freaking... No, same thing. The last time Torrance PD pulled up on us heavy, somebody lied and said I had a gun at a park because these 4 guys were picking on a homeless lady, and she lives in her car in the same parking lot we were at. She's a little... And
they gave off the impression they were trying to be creeps because they didn't...
Like, they were going to do something
right?
to her,
They was going to do something sexual towards her.
Like, they boxed her in.
It was 3 to 4 dudes and 1 girl.
Yeah, like, they were going to do some sick shit, so naturally we put a stop to it out in Torrance. Those dudes didn't like me pulling up because I started the car up on some shit like, hey, in case I got to dip quick, I'll smack all of them, put them to sleep, and I'm getting in the car and leaving. They're doing the right thing because there's a lot of messed up things that happen to women in the world, and none of that's going to happen on my watch. You guys know the R word I'm talking about? And a lot of worse things happen to women. Women get trafficked, and you're not about to do that, especially a dark tinted van
4 dudes pulling up trying to argue with her, and then
4
just,
big stinky dudes
Yeah.
at that. Grown ass, nasty, ugly men.
so naturally, you know, I got into my hunter mode and I jump out. I walk up to the car, and then all of a sudden I'm walking up. Now they want to start the engine and leave and start driving off. Then they want to box our car in, like they was about to do something. So I walk up to their car too, like I'm about to do something too. They didn't like that. I tell everybody, hey, look, like, let's jump out, let's handle this like men. We're men, right? You want to be men, you're big and bad when it comes to picking on a 4-foot old lady. She was like, honestly, like well into her 60s. Like she was a retired age, living in her car. So that's another reason I stepped in. That's somebody's grandma, bro. So you picking on a granny? That's crazy. You know I had to hop out and hit the smackarooskies on them. They called the cops, lied and said I pulled a gun on them.
And that they saw the gun.
Yeah, I get swatted. I got swatted because I defended an old lady, and I would do that any day of the week. Freaking trigger happy cop wants to pull up talking about, put your fucking hands in the air.
I got that on all on recording.
Yeah, like,
too.
well, I'll repost that video too, because this motherfucker was really about to shoot me, and then I start screaming. I was like, I know my rights. I was like, don't. And then he starts yelling at my wife, like, talking about, you're not helping, god damn it, like.
Yeah, because I'm yelling at him too. Like, you pulled up with your gun cocked already,
Right?
ready to pull the trigger.
And so I'm like, whoa. He's like, get away from your belt. I'm like, I just took a pee, bro. Like, all right, like, if my fucking wiener falls out, I don't want to hear you bitching about my freaking wiener fell out. Because I'm trying to pull my pants up, dumbass. And he was just not being a real reasonable person at all. I understand. You get a call at a gun at a park, but did you get a call about shots fired? I'm just saying, the police didn't.
Right, and the fact that other people didn't call in the fucking houses that was right around the park.
And the fact that he was already parked there for a hot minute talking to them, and then he
Exactly.
pulled up. He literally just jumped back. He literally just put it in park, was calm for 5 solid minutes, then drove in crazy. You had a whole 5 minutes to analyze the scene. Do you see somebody with a gun? No.
Right, because if it was really that, you know, I don't know.
So I'm saying the whole time I was standing there, I was staring at him thinking, man, I might jump into the driver's seat from the passenger seat and dip. But I was like, you weren't going to jump in fast enough. And I was like, no, he seems trigger happy.
Right now,
Just give
he's
myself
gonna start
up.
shooting at our car and
Yeah,
shit. And
no. And I was like, no. And then I was like, I'm sorry. But I always scream out that I'm always cooperating because I'm trying to avoid anybody having to pull a trigger. If it ever comes to that, I'm not pulling mine first, but I am pulling mine at some point. There's been many cases where people do that. There's been many cases of police just being too antsy about stuff like that. And if it really came down to it, I'm going home. I'm going home. That's it. There's a lot of these I'm glad to be in a city where the police are very reasonable. Because back in the ghetto where I was at, like, back home, man, you would be giving them the license and registration they asked you for, and they would say they thought it was a gun, and might even plant one on you where I'm from. It's scary out there. That's why most of the time, sadly, there were many times where one did not stop for the law, and it was a matter of survival. And a lot of people that I used to hang out with think running from the cops is cool. They think that's something for fun, but that's just how we stay alive sometimes. It was a really scary way to live, honestly. Ask anybody who really comes from stuff like that and they'll tell you the same freaking thing. Nobody wants to live like that.
He said, me and my boys be wearing blue bandanas in school. We basically a gang in my school. Haven't been caught though.
Well, don't be a gang. Go do good stuff. Be a gang and be a crew of doing good stuff. Don't go around like
Terrorizing
doing bullshit
people.
for no reason. If you're gonna be a gang, band together. Be a band of brothers. It's okay to have a gang.
The world's crazy enough as it is.
Don't have chaos for no reason, but it would be good if y'all stepped in and if y'all saw an old lady that needed to cross the road, help her out with the groceries. Do the right thing. Y'all better be putting them bandanas around your forehead for sweat when you're mowing the lawns, boy. You better be doing good for your community, because y'all think I'm a big tough person and I just be bullying people here, but I reform the community and I keep everybody here safe, to the point where I've been gone for like about 2 weeks with my wife, just trying to figure out how we was gonna get this RV, and we came back yesterday and people was like, oh, you guys are back, this is your new stuff, oh man, like we missed you guys, it's good to have you guys back. So many people. I go to the gas station I used to work at, so many of the customers I used to see, my regular customers, see me as a customer, like, oh man, like where have you been, we missed you, it's been such a long time.
He literally has fans.
Like it's crazy. I never thought I would have that sort of love from just a city and living in, just from standing up and, oh, hey you yelling at a woman, come yell at me. All of a sudden nobody wants to play. If you're gonna be a gang in that sense and do good stuff, because and we do that, just us two. We roll on our own.
We bully the bullies, but strictly that.
Don't pick on nobody smaller than you. That's my only thing.
And the bullies that we come at, it's always people that are bigger than him, and me. I be coming at them too. Like, I don't stand for none of that shit. Like, I don't care how big you are, how tall you are, how fat you are. Like, I don't stand for none of that.
I bully the bullies like David slayed Goliath. Never pick on somebody smaller than you, because when that person smaller than you decides, oh man, I am scared and I fear for my life, and I fuck around and shoot you, you're gonna deserve that. So just don't pick on nobody smaller. He said
we just fight against bullies in school.
That's what I like to hear.
That's the type
good shit.
Right, like
protect the weak.
Right? That's what we mean by that. Like, I bully the bullies. Like, I don't give a fuck. If I see somebody that's clearly not been able to take care of them or defend for themselves, and I see them getting messed with, that's somebody who's clearly bigger than them, I'm stepping in like, yo, we not doing that. Like, you can't do that shit in front of me.
Like, when I tell you guys that, earlier where I say I'm not a good person, I say that because I'm reformed now, but,
He used to do worse to the bullies.
Yeah, it's like the criminals of the world. People steal, people rob people, people take shit, people kidnap people, and people do a lot of crazy things, and
he's the nigga from Dexter.
I do stuff to the people that do stuff. Let's put it that way.
He's like that. He was like the nigga from Dexter.
Like if somebody broke into your house and take the stuff you work hard for, you probably call the police, right? Like, hey, somebody took my stuffs. But when you sell drugs to kids, and or you're somebody that you take kids, or you're doing, you human trafficker, or some people do like organ trafficking, sadly. When it's people like that, and you take from people like that, or you put people like that who steal kids, and you put people like that and tie them up in the back of an unmarked van, is it really a bad thing to do bad things to the bad people? I didn't think so. I was never putting anybody like...
He said he gotta hop on first.
No. We'll be right here. I might have to hop off and charge my phone.
Right, our phone. Oh well, yep. It just hit 1%.
I'll tell you more story about that.
We're probably gonna have to get off live if our phone is at 1% right now, and we gotta charge it and let it charge.
Sometimes to fight the bad people, you have to do bad things as a good person.
Oh, where's my Lego thing? Let me show that real quick. Where did I put it?
Gonna see decoration.
You know where I put it? The little Lego thing. I was like, did you move it so we can sit down to eat? I wanted to show. Oh, there it is.
You're gonna see cool decoration.
Right? I got like that from Daiso. It's like Legos, but Daiso version.
We'll be back later, everyone.
You guys can like watch me build this. We can build this together. It's 164 pieces.
We build on live.
Right, we'll go on live and build it.
I'm going to taste the strawberry milk now. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys. Bye bye.